This is Primetime Sports, WGNS Murfreesboro, on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, streaming worldwide on WGNSSports.com, and always at the game. The game.
Prep sports coverage starts right now. Now. WGNS Primetime Sports is honored to bring you the 77th season of coverage with tonight's high school sports broadcast of Rutherford County Prep Athletics. It's State Farm Prep Sports. Veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, in their 25th year together, are ready to bring you the story of tonight's contest. Here are the 2023 Tennessee Association of Broadcasters recipients for Best Sports Coverage, Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, with tonight's contest on News Radio WGNS.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Oakland High School, Ray Hughes Field, where tonight it'll be the Battle of the Borough. It's Riverdale against Oakland here, in what is much more than just the Battle of the Borough tonight. It's for the top spot in the region. I'm John Dinkins, along with Rod Edwards. Brian Baird will be joining us later here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. Rod, big game tonight, of course, and we can't make it any bigger, but as I sit there, we talked about it before the game, they're probably going to see each other again. But don't want to take anything away from this game tonight. And Oakland, winning streak on the line for Kevin Creasy here at Oakland, and probably one of the tougher opponents he'll have to face in the Riverdale Warriors tonight.
I think this Battle of the Borough has more excitement than we've had in a long time, because both teams have been performing at a very high level. A lot of people think this is going to be a dandy, and that's what we're looking forward to. And that's what you want for a Battle of the Borough, one that we don't know what's the outcome's going to be.
And the strange thing is, it's the last game of the year. That hasn't happened in a while. And
so right now, this is the biggest game. Now we're coming along in the regional finals. A couple weeks down the road, that will be the biggest game. But right now, for the regular season, this is the biggest game.
Well, we're going to talk more about that one, and also we'll have those lineups for you, too, when Brian joins us. When we return, it's the Rick's Barbecue Roundup, County Roundup, as the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff continues, sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
Online at rayburn.net.
Coming into a sizable amount of money is one kind of surprise. But a rough Tennessee winter is another one. Folks in this area know the importance of having their HVAC checkup before winter hits. People also know the importance of Roscoe Brown checking their plumbing system too. Frozen pipes, broken water heaters, just a few of the problems from Old Man Winter. Set up a winter plumbing and HVAC checkup at Roscoe Brown.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
For nearly 2 decades, Mills Family Pharmacy has cared for residents in our community as if they were part of our own family, and that's the kind of service you want when it comes to your pharmacist. If you haven't checked out our gift shop at Mills, stop by today.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro. We'd love to have you.
Mills also has a medication compounding service for you and even your beloved pets. Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Countdown to kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Days, continues here. Time now for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rick's Barbecue has quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also, be sure to try other favorites like our slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive off South Church Street. Got several games that we're going to talk about tonight that were played last night, and we'll start with Eagleville and Cornersville in what was turned out, Rod, to be a big win for Eagleville. They clinched a playoff berth with a 23-14 win over Cornersville last night.
They had a pretty good shot of getting it anyway if they lost, but this is big because now they do not face number 1 seed McKenzie. McKenzie is 2-time state champion in the last 2 years, so they avoid that. But a big win. Cornersville had a better record going in, but they stopped Mr. Football candidate Ben Franklin. I didn't know he played football.
No. Brody McLemore for Eagle passed for 58 yards and a TD and rushed for 64 yards. Middle Tennessee Christian School, big win. We were there last night covering it here on WGNS. Yates Guerin rushed for 63 yards and a touchdown and passed for a TD. In a 51-7 win over Ezell Harding, Seth Harris had a 40-yard interception return for a touchdown, 5 tackles. Eli Wilson had 11 carries for 169 yards and 3 TDs and added 36 receiving yards. They came as advertised. They looked as good as they were advertised.
They did. I mean, they got a really forceful running attack. Wilson lives up to his name the last 3 years. In fact, he's been all-state sophomore year, junior year, and he's going to be a candidate probably for Mr. Football this year.
PCA, a winner over Webb. They've had a really good year. I mean, that's been a real good year for PCA. They had a 54-yard reception that set up a touchdown, scored on a 1-yard run, and added 3 tackles for losses. That's Sean Burkhofer in an 8-17 win over the Webb School. They finished their first regular season in 11-man TSSAA football with a 5-5 record and will host their first ever playoff game next Friday night when they take on Nashville Christian. Rod, they had a 5-5 record going to the playoffs. They're going to get to host the playoff game. I'd have to say that's a pretty successful season in your first year.
Yeah, I mean, you can't imagine that happening usually. It's very rare that first season you're hosting a playoff. Some teams take forever to get their first. We talked about Coffee County last year, had their first victory ever in a playoff, and it's been playing for many years.
Yeah. Smyrna won over Cane Ridge, continue their winning ways. Thomas Jones had a 70-yard touchdown reception, rushed for 53, had 12 tackles, a sack, and a pass breakup in a 33-21 win over Cane Ridge. That's pretty impressive.
It is. Coach Matt Williams really showed a great season coaching him and his staff, preparing the boys, and the boys had to be willing to buy in, and they did it. And the big thing is they beat Cane Ridge, I think, for the first time ever at their field, because Cane Ridge has been their bugaboo. Many times they've gotten second, but Cane Ridge has always finished first, so it was a big win for the Bulldogs.
Michael Robinson had 4 tackles, a fumble recovery, and an interception, and a pass breakup as well. And Austin Morris, the maturity that he has shown and how he has improved over the course of the year at quarterback has really helped Smyrna as well.
Yeah, when they started winning, it was basically pounding with Barksdale. But now Jones is, and with the combination, his speed along with Morris's accuracy, now there is a dual threat and more that a defense has to prepare for, and that's helped both of them to perform better.
All right, those are Thursday's games. We're going to be talking about tonight's games as the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup continues. You're listening to the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
One hot and ready classic. We actually changed it with...
What? You've changed, Little Caesars. You've changed! You've changed! Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Little Caesars Pizza in Murfreesboro. 4 locations: Memorial Boulevard, South Rutherford Boulevard, Old Ford Parkway, and Warrior Drive.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza. Hi, this is Dan at Music World and Drummers Den. Well, it turns out we have keyboards as well. We have Yamaha, we have beginner models up to ones that look good in your living room like furniture, and all points in between, traveling musician, synthesizers and pianos. Well, what about drums? Do we have drums? We are Music World and Drummers Den, 2762 South Church Street, across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wommel. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
If someone asked, what's your more? Would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Does being a caregiver for your loved one wear you out? Then Arosa Care is here to help. Arosa has an experienced team of caregivers and licensed care managers who help families make educated decisions regarding the aging process. This is Erin Keogh Rankin. Let me help you. Call us at 615-848-6774 or find us at arosacare.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to the Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day as we continue the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Tonight's game, Siegel at Rockville's up first, Rod. Siegel 4-5, 1-3. Rockville 5-4, 2-2. Siegel can finish third with a win or can still get in with a loss and a Coffee County win over Blackman. What do you think?
Well, I would think defense for Rockville should prevail for them, and they seem like they got their offense rolling a little bit last week, and against Blackman, who's a really good team, and the thing that's killing, of course, Siegel is they don't have Santel. I mean, Santel was 3/4 of their offense. I mean, take it bluntly, it was almost 2,000 yards total, rushing and passing. So, I mean, they're really hurt.
If it's a case of who's hot, who's not, Rockville's got the edge on this one.
Right,
tonight.
they've won 2 in a row, too, so they're on the right direction starting the playoffs.
Coffee County travels to Blackman, a game that Blackman, I would think, should win. They need a win and a Rockville win over Siegel to secure a playoff berth. The Blaze dropped to a 27-22 decision to Rockville last week, despite 130 receiving yards and a TD by Jaden Guy. think the important thing is, can Blackman rebound from a tough loss they had last week?
Yes, and be careful. I mean, one thing we do say that Coffee County has some big boys, and they were very physical. And last week they put up quite a few points against Saudi Daisy, but Saudi Daisy's 0-4 in their league, so I mean that part doesn't scare you, but you never know when a team can put it together. You've got to go in really prepared for battle and respect that opponent.
Antioch plays at Laverne. They're both 3-6, but opposite in the region. Games doesn't have any playoff implications as Antioch's blocked up second and Laverne has been eliminated. So a little bit of a pride game for Laverne.
Yes, I mean you're playing the game. You want to finish the season proud of your performance, given all that you have.
McGavick will be at Stewart's Creek. The Redhawks have locked up a playoff berth and finished third with either a win or a Cane Ridge loss. Stewart's Creek has ridden the offense of running back Javarian Otay and wide receiver Kenny Jordan most of the season, but Jerry Taylor has stepped up running back with more than 90 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns in last week's win over Laverne. And should be I think this should be a Stewart's Creek win.
Yeah, it should be really in control of the game. McGavick has been in the basement the whole season, really struggling all year. With that 3-prong attack on in the rushing game should be enough to take care of McGavick.
Well, we're going to talk about the big one, the one that's here tonight at Oakland between Riverdale and Oakland when we return. That's the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. When we come back, we'll check the forecast and get you ready for tonight's game as the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff continues. Sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, J.C. Penney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
Hi, this is Amanda at Animal City, inviting your family to come do business with my family. If you find yourself feeling stressed, come enjoy the benefits of fish in our Tranquil Aquatics department. Studies have proven that watching aquarium fish can reduce stress and lower blood pressure. We are proud and thankful to be celebrating our 33rd year in the Murfreesboro community. That's Animal City. We're at 919 Northwest Broad Street, right here in Murfreesboro. Please check out our Facebook page.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
John Dingens and Rod Edwards back with the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. 75 degrees, our current temperature. Can't beat it. Let's check on the Fans Heating and Air football forecast from the WGNS Weather Center with Ray Miller. Ray?
Thanks, John. Looks like a picture-perfect night for the game. Temperatures in the mid-70s at kickoff, dropping into the upper 60s, and dropping down into the upper 60s by the end of the game, so very comfortable. Winds will be light out of the south at about 5 to 10 miles an hour, so no real impact on the game in terms of weather tonight. Should be a great night for football. I'm WGNS weatherology meteorologist Ray Miller with your Fans Heating and Air forecast. Your Rutherford County heating and air expert since 1966.
Time now for the keys to the game, brought to you by Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna. Auto, home, business, and life insurance since 1973.
Well, the playoff scenario is simple in the highly anticipated Battle of the Borough tonight. The winner wins the region and the loser takes second. Oakland's riding a 12-game winning streak in the series. Is coming off a 42-18 win over Ravenwood last week. And Riverdale has scored at least 40 points in 5 straight, including a 49-7 win over Siegel last week. Braden Graham has over 2,200 yards passing and 33 TDs for Riverdale, while the running back tandem of Dwan Morris and Ashton Jones have combined for 2,100 yards and 31 TDs. Rod, that's pretty much about even offensively.
Yes. So what's this going to do? We got all this fireworks that's going to be the base of the offensive line, defensive line against each other. Can Oakland put pressure on Graham? If you give Graham time, he's got so many receivers, he's going to make the play. But then again, the Riverdale offensive line, can they hold Oakland out? Oakland's constantly putting pressure, and many times we've seen them where they are getting sacks and they're bringing them from different places. A lot of times they're very complicated with it. Okay, can Oakland make sure that they cover the receivers deep too? But can they, because Brock, Montgomery, and Williams are very athletic. They've got to be able, when the pass is there, they've got to be able to defend it. But then at the same time, can Riverdale stop the running game of the Oakland Patriots? You know, Rod,
Oakland secondary has been banged up a little bit this year. But they're getting healthy, and I'm telling you, they're going to. I would think Oakland's game plan is to put a lot of pressure on Graham if possible,
Yes.
make him come out of that pocket.
Okay, where did Riverdale have trouble? They had trouble with Henry County, big, hard running game and putting pressure on the quarterback. I think he only had like 89 yards in that game. But I think they played that game so they can handle that situation and grow from it.
All right, we're going to take a break here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff. When we come back, Brian Baird will be joining us. Stay with us.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstireprostn.com.
Hey, it's Brian. I'd like to tell you about my bank, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. I want a bank where people know your name, say hi, and yes, even give me a sucker sometimes. Every time I go in, everyone's got a smile. Everybody at First National Bank of Middle Tennessee makes you feel so special. You get the hometown feel of a small bank with everything you'd expect from a big bank. Don't get that at yours? Come on over with me to First National Bank of Middle Tennessee on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Pizza. You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze from sirpizzatn.com. Tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Hello, this is Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. Often when a man or woman finish pre-planning their funerals with me, I hear, "We should have done this 10 years ago." Or, "I thought about doing this years ago, but just never got around to it." Seems that we often put off the inevitable for ourselves. As one wise pastor put it, it's never too late to do what's right. Why not mark down on your calendar to call me to talk about your funeral needs at 615-893-2422. It's never too late.
When you need commercial HVAC services, trust the experts at Roscoe Brown. Our promise to you is to perform the correct service at an honest price. Our technicians have the skills, knowledge, and tools to fix most commercial HVAC problems on the spot. When your Roscoe Brown technician arrives, they'll explain all your options way before starting repairs. That way you can make an informed decision before work begins. At Roscoe Brown, we're not happy until you're happy.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com. This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
All right, welcome back to the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff. We're going to close it up and give it over to now Brian Barrett. Brian?
All right, John, time to take a look at some of the players impacting tonight's game.
Time now for your players to watch. Brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, along with JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
Well, let's take a look at the visitors for the 7-2 Riverdale Warriors. Head coach Will Kreisky. It starts at quarterback behind center. Braden Graham, 163 of 225 passing, 2,400 yards, 33 touchdowns, just one interception, completing 72% of his passes and averaging 267 yards passing per game. In the backfield, 50 carries for Isaiah Verser on the season, 319 yards, 4 TDs, averaging 40 yards per game and 6.4 yards per game or per carry. Also, DJ Taylor, 37 carries, 358 yards, 4 TDs, averaging 30 yards per game. Wide receivers, some good ones. UConn commit Brock Montgomery. He is just 60 yards shy of 1,000 on 51 catches, 13 TDs, 118 yards per game average, and 18 yards per catch average. Also, going along with that, senior Michigan State commit Keyshawn Williams, 43 catches, 632 yards, 12 TDs, 70 yards per game average, and 14 yards per catch average. You're also going to see Jalen Thompson, Braylon Vanderbilt, Ben Woodruff see plenty of catches out there tonight. Khalil Arman is 43 of 45 on PATs this season and 4 of 5 on field goal attempts. Getting ready to do the coin toss, so Rod's going to take care of that. For the 8-1 Oakland Patriots, the home team tonight, Kevin Creasy, the head coach. They are on a 12-game win streak here in this Battle of the Borough. Tyler Creasy, who has spent some time on the injury front this year. Quarterback, we expect to see him. I would not be surprised to see Patrick Freeman as well. 26 of 47, passing 260 yards, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. Ashton Jones, they've got a two-headed monster with Jones and DeJuan Morris. Jones, 121 carries for 945 yards, 15 TDs. Morris, 86 carries, 983 yards, so he's almost at 1,000 with 17 touchdowns. Kenny Gregory and Craig Tutt also seeing plenty of carries, and Avery Hainsworth in only 3 games has already 100 yards rushing. You'll see Morris along with Bronson Crisp, Elijah King, Chase Bandy, and others getting some touches at wide receiver, and Jacob Taylor, senior kicker, sees plenty of action as well. Here are a few Battle of the Borough stats, but first some Oakland stats. Oakland has not lost a home game in 69 games. 58-game region win streak, and they have won 49 in a row over a Rutherford County opponent. Cecil Joyce of the Daily News Journal reports only 3 times in 51 years in this rivalry has the team lost that had the best record. That says something pretty interesting about this rivalry, doesn't it, John?
Yeah, it sure does. And, you know, a lot riding on it for Oakland, but I don't know that Kevin Creasy is thinking about that at all tonight. He takes it one game at a time, one play at a time. So we'll just have to see. But if you're Riverdale, you've got to come in here and you're thinking, well, we got a chance to really have more than just a win, but an upset win.
Well, the coin toss has taken place. And now Riverdale has made their way out onto the field. Riverdale won the toss, and they deferred to the second half. So Oakland will have the football first. And now you can hear as the boisterous Oakland crowd welcomes their team out onto the field. So Oakland will receive the kickoff here in just a couple of moments. Well, a lot of people, John, think that this football game is going to be very high scoring. So for those of you thinking that,
for this to be the highest scoring game, there has to be over 71 points scored for it to be the highest scoring game in the history. The most combined points was in 1978 when there were 71 points scored. Riverdale won 57-14.
Don't think we're going to see that. I don't think we're going to
I don't think so either.
No.
Going to
take both defenses are too good for that.
I do too. So we'll see what happens. See if there is some history made in this Battle of the Borough tonight. There's a lot of things that could happen in this one. But the longest win streak now belongs to Oakland, 12 games. It did belong to Riverdale for a long, long time, being a 9-game win streak from 2001 to 2007. Now 2013 to 2022. Will it be 13 games, or will that be snapped tonight with Riverdale breaking that? We shall see.
This crowd is electric, both sides. I mean, and the place is packed. Got people on the fences, got people out in the parking lot on top of cars watching it.
This is nuts. People all over the place. This is what Friday Night Lights is all about.
There are probably some construction workers here.
I don't know where they're at. But if you're here,
there's a lot of interesting matchups. The kicking game is going to be interesting
yes.
tonight.
Khalil Armand puts toe to leather, and we're underway. Returnable for the Patriots. To the 10, to the 20, to the 25, to the 26, to the 27, to the 28-yard line, and that's where we're going to start this one here. And your official J. Mullins Jewelry kickoff time is 7:03. J. Mullins Jewelry on West Northfield Boulevard. Expert jewelry design, custom jewelry and manufacturing, and those indestructible reactor watches, the last watch you'll ever need. J. Mullins Jewelry and Gifts, West Northfield Boulevard. That's between Memorial and Sulphur Springs. Oakland rolls out in the navy tops and pants. White numbers, white helmets with the Patriot logo on them. Riverdale with the white tops, pants, Cardinal numbers. Handoff, and up the middle, it's Morris. Morris breaking tackles and gets all the way to the 38-yard line. Breaking tackles left and right and picks up a first down as he rumbles 10 yards. Williams on the tackle for the Riverdale Warriors on the 1st and 10.
It's a good start for Oakland, kind of established that ground game early.
Creasy working from under center this time. Two halfbacks, and Morris in motion from left to right. Gets the carry, turns it up around the right hashes, and Morris carries it to about the 43-yard line, picking up 4.5 yards to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this is what
6, John.
This is what Oakland wants to do. Establish the run, long drives, long consistent drives, keep the ball out of Graham and those receivers' hands for Riverdale.
Morrison, another tackle for the Warriors. Creasy the give. This time it's Ashton Jones. Jones is going to be stopped shy of the first down to bring up 3rd and short. Picks up 3.
Well, that's just hit him right up the middle.
Well, it's just like running into a brick wall, but keep banging up against that wall long enough, maybe it softens up. 3rd down and a long 1, short 2. One wide out here to the near side. Bullard dancing around, seeing if he can break open a hole, and they're going to get the first down as they plow through across midfield into Riverdale territory to around the 48-yard line. Picks up about 5 there, looks like. And it's a first down, Patriots. Otey on the takedown. That's Odie, by the way.
Yeah, the Riverdale front is going to be challenged tonight because they're going to come at you.
It's Javarian Otey at Stewart's Creek and Odie at Riverdale. Here's Morris driving right side, big room, gets the corner, finally driven out of bounds, shy of the 35 at the 36-yard line. Nice run there by junior DeJuan Morris of 12 yards. Davis pushed him out of bounds.
The initial push at the line of scrimmage has been really impressive for Oakland, and you give Morris that kind of hole, he's going to hit it and hit it quick.
Patriots putting together a methodical opening drive here. Opening drive of the game. 9:43 left here in the first. Creasy with a soft toss here left side, finding Jones, and Jones is going to be dropped for a loss. And that's Riverdale's Jalen Thompson. Thompson, one of the leading defenders, 40 tackles, 1 for loss, and 5 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles on the season, that time making his presence felt, dropping for a loss of 5.
That play was a little slow in developing, and by the time he got the ball, Riverdale already was on it.
First negative play for the Patriots, working from the left hash, pitch back. And here's Morris trying to plow the road here. Down around the numbers here on the near side, picks up 8. Gets across the 35 down to about the 33-yard line. It's now 3rd down. 3rd and, close to 7, right?
Yeah,
yes.
That run made it at least manageable.
Right side is Chase Bandy, lone receiver, and 3 in the backfield. I think Oakland wants a timeout here, and they are going to get a timeout. 3rd and long for the Patriots. We'll come back and see what they decide to do on the other side.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-893-1417.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. What are some of the advantages that Carpets by Osborne has?
Being a family business and being locally owned and operated, we do free estimates. We have our own subcontractors that work for our business. We will come out, look at your floor covering. Throughout the whole process, you deal with an individual. You're not passed off to different contractors. We handle it from start to finish.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
Patriots on 3rd down. Pass play, and Riverdale brought the pressure, and it is incomplete. I believe that was J.C. Haynes. Came right up the middle.
I think they wanted a little interference call there. So he hit him before he actually got to the ball, but no flag.
Kyler Creasy was in at quarterback. On 4th down, Oakland looks like they're going for it here on 4th and 7. And Patrick Freeman in at quarterback here. We've kind of figured out Oakland's cadence here. They're swapping quarterback each time. Freeman passes right side, and it is going to be caught for a first down to Morris. Move the sticks for the Patriots. Caught by Morris. And that's an 11-yard pickup, 1 yard past where they needed it. Boy, that was a money throw right there by Freeman.
Well, not only a money throw, but a great catch. But I like the way Freeman threw it away from the defender, where Morris would be the only guy that could make it, and he did make the play for the first down. That was crucial.
Caleb Floyd with a 1-yard touchdown run. Creek up 7-0 over McGavick on the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Creasy from the gun, with Jones behind him. The give to Jones. Waits on a hole to open up. Gets just a bit to the 16-yard line as the Patriots work here in the John Day Legal red zone after that 5-yard pickup. The law offices of John Day, helping injured people for more than 30 years. JohnDayLegal.com. 7:35 to play here in the first. This is the opening drive of the game. Oakland just converted a 4th down. Hudson making the tackle on the previous play. Ball closest to the right hash. Twin receivers to the right. Halfback to the left. That's Bullard. This play not going anywhere as Morris is going to be wrapped up. Keyshawn Williams was first in there. No gain there. Gibson
good defense.
Also in on defense.
They got the penetration that time, Riverdale did.
So third down facing the Oakland Patriots. Gets pretty tight here in the red zone. Riverdale shifting around on defense and now whistles. I don't think Riverdale was set defensively. There's a flag on the far side. Procedure, Oakland. So it's a false start penalty. And that's going to cost the Oakland Patriots 5 yards. So now 3rd and 11. And Creasy coming in with the play. In the huddle here now. They break the huddle. Morris is going to line up on his right hip. 3 receivers stacked left side. Creasy looks that way, pump fake right. And now slings it to the left. Finds Kalijah King. The King doesn't have very far to go. Gets it to near the 15-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to actually mark him out of bounds at around the 17. It's going to be a 6-yard pickup. Actually, they put it at the 16-yard line. Guzman with the tackle. So 4th and 5. Patrick Freeman sends Bullard to the right side of that line. Morris on the left hip, and now Freeman takes a timeout. So Oakland has burned 2 timeouts here. Timeout Oakland, we'll take it as well and be right back on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants. My personal favorite menu item is our Danish baby back ribs. They're fall off the bone tender, very lean, got a delicious homemade sauce we put on it, and there's nobody serving ribs like these anywhere in Middle Tennessee.
Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
Good food and fun. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back. It looks like the Oakland Patriots are going to attempt a field goal now here on 4th down and 5. And this would be a 33-yard field goal attempt for Jacob Taylor. Taylor is 1 for 3 on field goal attempts this year, 1 for 2 between 30 and 39. So this a 33-yard field goal attempt. Snap, set, good. The kick is away, and the kick is good. The Oakland Patriots draw first blood here against the Riverdale Warriors. The kick up and good, and the Patriots lead 3-0. Stay with us. More State Farm Prep Sports ahead on News Radio WGNS. We'll be right back.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank has been supporting local schools and student athletes in the classroom and on the field. We're big on helping our home teams reach their goals. You can count on knowledgeable bankers, competitive rates, and an open line of communication. So join the winning team at Wilson Bank and Trust, where we're not just your bankers, we're your neighbors and friends. Visit any of the 30 Wilson Bank and Trust offices or visit wilsonbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We're back. Here's the kickoff. And Riverdale has it. And running out of bounds here is Isaiah Verser. And the Patriots settle for a field goal. And now Riverdale's first touch of the football here.
Well, it was good Oakland got some points out of it. I feel like if you're Riverdale, breathe a little sigh of relief because they were really moving the ball on them. We'll see how Riverdale can do. Two really different squads, although DJ Taylor is a good running back, so you may see a lot of him tonight, but two different styles for sure.
Well, here's Graham from the 23-yard line. First look at Riverdale tonight. Graham looking right side, pass this way, incomplete. Pass intended for DJ Taylor out of the backfield.
Well, Oakland blitzed on that play, but they picked him up. Left end picked him up and did a good job, but Graham really didn't have a really good open receiver there.
Brings up second down and 10. Graham sending 3 wide left. 2 more here to the right side, so the backfield is going to be empty. Looks like Thompson and Montgomery here near side. The left side is the wide side of the field. Ball here from the right hash. Graham from the gun. Blitzes it. Blitz left side. Pass complete to Woodruff. Woodruff across the 40 to around the 42-yard line. And that's going to be a 19-yard completion and a first down for the Warriors. That was well executed, and Woodruff wide open there.
He was, and I think Woodruff is going to play an important part in this game tonight.
Well, especially with the attention that Williams and Montgomery are going to get. Here's Williams, speaking of, 50, 45, breaks the tackle 40, breaks another 35. So they're in Oakland territory here in a hurry. 22-yard pickup. And the Warriors are motoring. Norfolk on the tackle. Trips to the left. Graham, the handoff. Motoring down to the 30-yard line. And that's Taylor, DJ Taylor on the carry. Smith making the tackle. Corey Smith, leading tackler on the team, 60 tackles, 5 sacks, 6.5 tackles for loss, by the way. An interception and a forced fumble for the Patriots. Back to pass. In trouble and sacked. Graham is taken down. And that is a 7-yard loss.
Well, they had a man open, but Graham didn't have time. That's what Oakland's going to have to do, is really put pressure on him. We mentioned that in the pregame. Just don't give him time to sit back there and throw.
Odom with the sack. Big sack for him. By the way, Jerry Taylor, 23-yard run. Stewart's Creek leads 14-0 still in the first quarter. So Stewart's Creek having their way with McGavick tonight. 3rd down and 12 with the sack. And a pass at the feet of Thompson. And another big pass rush up the middle by Oakland. Graham had no time.
I really do think that's the key. Riverdale may go for it here.
They have the ball at the 37-yard line of Oakland. So we'll see what they decide to do here on 4th and 12 at Oakland's 37. Twins to either side. Ball here closest to the right hash. Hard count by Graham. DJ Taylor in the backfield. They bring Vanderbilt in closer to the line of scrimmage. It's a quick kick. And this kick is going to bounce into the end zone. So it'll be a touchback, and Oakland will get the ball at the 20-yard line.
Some adjustments made there. The pressure on Graham really was effective in those last couple of plays. So turn it over to Oakland, and now we'll see what they do and see if they can move it up the field.
Well, John, the one big pass play kind of ignited the Riverdale crowd, and then Oakland kind of settled down. The sack really helped the Oakland defense, forced a fourth down, and now Oakland Patriot offense back out on the field.
I really think they're going to have to do that most of the night. They're going to have to make Graham uncomfortable.
No score in the Rockvale-Siegel game, by the way. About 5 minutes to go in the first in that one. Keep you updated on scores there, too, this evening. Oh, a big run. Off to the races for Oakland. 30, 40, 50, 40. It's Morris. He's gone. He's gone. 80 yards. DeJuan Morris to the house. Touchdown, Patriots.
Boy, they got all kind of jumbled up there at the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden you see him just flying out of there, and there was nobody there to pick him up.
My goodness, what a run. DeJuan Morris. They may have to repair the turf. It's blistered. Toots touchdown for Oakland. The extra point is up and good by Jacob Taylor, and the Patriots are up 10-0 with 2:36 to play in the first on State Farm Prep Sports.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here, and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We're back, and here's the kickoff. Riverdale's Taylor going to get it to about the 21-yard line, and that's going to be all that's doing there. Got some updates that are coming in, trying to get all of those to you. And still nothing doing in that Rockvale game from what I'm seeing here. So,
well, right now Riverdale a little back to the wall. They need a good drive here. It's going to be really important. Try to put some points on the board or at least pin them down, but it backfired on them the last drive by Oakland.
Here's Braden Graham. Riverdale trailing 10-0 here. DJ Taylor running left side. Taylor going to be hit as he crosses the 25. Give him the 26 now. Picks up 5 yards. 2:15 to play in the first. Going to be 6-yard gain to the 26. Chase Bandy on the takedown.
Get that running game going here for the Warriors, and maybe that'll open up that passing game a little bit more for them.
Second down, 3 wide right. That's the wide side of the field as they move left to right. Pass across the top. Ooh, scary pass intended for Keyshawn Williams. Through his hands, and then there were 3 Oakland Patriots there.
It was there, though. I mean, it was there.
So third down now and 4. Packed house here at Ray Hughes Stadium at Oakland High School. I mean, there are people crawling everywhere. There's not enough seats for everybody. They're all around the fence, 10 deep, just standing. I don't know how some of them can even see what's going on. 3 wide right. Give to Taylor.
Big run.
Turn spins right up the middle and right at the hashes on the left side. He's going to be right at the stick. I think he's going to pick up a yard past where he needed to go for the First Bank first down Warriors. Ellison making the tackle, but not before Riverdale picks up the first down.
I really like that call. I think they were expecting a short pass and handed off to Taylor.
Got an update on the Siegel-Rockvale game. Kuchera to Watson for a Siegel touchdown. Stars lead 7-0 over the Rockvale Rockets on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Braden Graham finds Keyshawn Williams. Williams lost his helmet. He is clobbered, and now he is smothered. I mean, he is crushed, and now flags fly everywhere. He lost his helmet in the melee, and now flags are all over the turf. I mean, they're everywhere.
Well, Williams really took a hit before the helmet came off.
Yes, he did.
I mean, really.
I think he's visibly upset, maybe at the hit and the physicality of everything, but there were tempers flaring, and I know these officials know that this is a huge rivalry game, but there's a lot to unpack here on what just happened. The fact that his helmet came off was partially due to that hit.
I was really concerned when his helmet came
I
off
was
and then
too.
they tackled him.
Yes.
That turf is not soft, not necessarily.
But the whistle did not blow because the play wasn't finished at that point. I mean, it was a vicious hit, but then...
Well, the first hit was vicious and the second one was vicious.
Yes. But there was definitely some unsportsmanlike conduct that happened in that. Now the officials are talking to the coaches on both sides here. Unsportsmanlike Oakland. Is there not one the other way?
Would you hate to be an official
Yes.
and have to report that to Kevin Creasy?
There's one both ways. I knew it had to be both ways and not just on one side.
Well, I'm not sure that the actual hit or the tackle was really anything wrong.
No.
It was what happened afterwards.
I think it had to be on what happened afterwards. So they're going to mark off the penalty against Oakland, and they're going to go right back to where the ball was spotted. So, I mean,
it's like an intentional walk. You know, why do that?
Right. So that basically the reason they do that is if it happens again on those same two players, well, then that's when the real problem comes in. So those players don't need to do that again. And I'm sure that they are going to be made aware of that, because you certainly don't want that to happen for next week. So we get all this situated. And now the white hat blows his whistle and everything is on the go. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Riverdale at their own 40. Run play this time to the 47 for DJ Taylor. It's going to be about a 7-yard pickup, isn't it?
The 6. So 6
about
yards.
a 6-yard pickup, 46-yard line. Corey Smith on the tackle.
That's some good hard running here by DJ Taylor. He's hadn't broken one, but he's gotten some good yardage.
Second down and 4 yards to go. Back to pass, looking right side, and Taylor from the backfield with the catch. Out of bounds at the Oakland 49-yard line. Maddox Grisham with a fumble recovery in the end zone, and now Siegel is up 14-0 with 49 seconds left in the first at Rockvale. Siegel 14, Rockvale nothing.
First down for Riverdale here on the 48.
And before I could even tell you that Stewart's Creek led 21-0, they now lead 28-0. Kenny Jordan with a 69-yard punt return. First and 10 for Riverdale. And here's Graham looking downfield, now scrambling. Going to go out of bounds at the 49, and they're going to throw a flag as he had his legs cut out from under him as one player was sliding out of bounds, and that was Ethan Burrell. He was sliding, and that's really a tough foul, but they're going to call that every time. He was sliding out of bounds, and I'm not sure he could really stop himself from sliding, but they're going to call it anyway.
Well, he was definitely out of bounds.
Yes.
When the hit happened. So, yeah, it was. He was on the white sheet down there, or whatever you call it, tarp.
It's scoreless, by the way, after the first quarter. Antioch and Laverne.
Hold on Riverdale.
Holding on Riverdale. Personal foul on Oakland. And a sideline warning. And a sideline warning, Riverdale.
Well, if we just had an offsides, we'd have a complete gamut.
Well, I think maybe they're trying to reach their quota of throwing the flag. I don't know. I'm joking.
Well, they're going to be really cautious right now because of that other personal foul, and so they know tempers are kind of warm right now.
They want to make sure this stays under control for the game, I would say. Well, where are they going to spot the football? They're going to do this walk back thing and then walk forward thing and walk back around. So now they're going to put it at the 43-yard line. So now it's going to be first and about 6. Is that right?
First and 5.
Well,
looks like 6.
Yeah. Chain crew over there is kind of got something off balance going. Pass is going to be complete to Jalen Thompson. Across the, a flag right there at the end. Another flag thrown right after the play at the 35-yard line. Something was said.
I think this is going to be on Riverdale.
Smith on the tackle for Oakland. Pass was complete. This is going to be right at the end of the first quarter here as well, so we'll see what the flag is about, and then we'll get our quarter break in. But Whitehead is having some discussion with the huddle, and Oakland's team is still on the field. Now they're coming back to the sideline. So, penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct, Riverdale.
I think there was a little taunting after the catch.
That's what it is. That's the end of the first quarter, so we go to the second quarter with Oakland leading 10-0 right here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
Craig's Tax Service is located just off Memorial on Heritage Park Drive. You can contact us at 890-2233.
It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We are proud to support all Rutherford County student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS is brought to you in part by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Cal Bowen to do the job right. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. and by Animal City, Music World and Drummers Den, Stones River Town Center, and Mills Family Pharmacy.
All right, trying to get all the updates and things of that nature that we can here tonight on things going on. A little surprised. Good start for the Siegel Stars. First quarter, leading at Rockvale, 14-0.
Yeah, that's a real surprise.
Blaze now have a 10-0 lead over Coffee County. It's 10-0 here as we get ready to start the second quarter. Riverdale will be moving right to left now, and the ball is going to be at it's right at the 50. Graham to DJ Taylor, bounces it to the right side. He's going to be slammed down at the 45, so picks up, maybe at the 46. So he's going to pick up just 4 yards. Second down. Crisp and Smith on the tackle. Corey Smith is a beast. 5 tackles so far tonight. Leading tackler on the team. Second down. 3 wide left, whistle, and a flag thrown. We've seen a bunch of that tonight.
Well, the last 3 or 4 minutes of this game has really been slowed down.
False start against the Warriors, so that's going to back them up 5. Boy, this series for Riverdale has been penalty riddled, for sure. So now it's second down and 11 for the Warriors. Just underway here in the second. It's 10-0 Oakland. Ball back now at their own 48. They bring the pressure, does Oakland, and a quick pass to Brock Montgomery. No gain. Boy, Oakland's done a good job of taking Montgomery out of the picture tonight so far, haven't they?
So far, so good for them. About the only thing they're giving them is that slant pattern in the middle, or that with the tight end or Williams.
Keyshawn Williams has had that one long pass, and that's all Riverdale has been able to get. Third down and 12 now for the Warriors. Twins to either side. The wide side, here's the near side. Ball on the right hash as they move from right to left from our vantage point. Graham back to pass. Long pass is dropped. That was intended for Woodruff, I think, yes. But dropped it incomplete. That was really a good throw by Graham, I thought.
Yeah, there may have been a little bit of, he kind of watched the other receiver in the play as well, and I think he may have taken his eye off the ball just a little bit.
So on fourth down here near midfield, it's going to be a punt. Riverdale in punt formation. And that's Craig Tutt back to receive, but it's not going to be anywhere close. It's going to go out of bounds at around the 28-yard line. 29-yard line, actually. So Riverdale will give the ball over here to the Oakland Patriots. John, if you put the tandem of Morris and Jones together on the season coming into this game, combined 1,928 yards rushing, 32 touchdowns. As a team, Oakland has 2,521 yards rushing, and they account for 1,928. So you know where their butter's breaded.
Yeah, it's a running game, and usually really since Creasy's been here, that's really been their bread and butter.
Or I guess their bread is buttered, that's what I meant to say. First and 10 for Oakland. Draw play. And Morris, ball carrier, picks up 4 yards. Freeman comes out. Creasy comes in. Cole on the tackle.
Oakland controlled the football and get down the field and score and take up a lot of time. That would really hurt Riverdale here.
They took up most of the first quarter doing that, didn't they? Morris trying to run right side around the corner and can't really turn that corner and gain much momentum that way. Creasy out, Freeman back in. Oakland going with a true 2-quarterback system. Maybe the Titans are watching this to see how to do it.
Oh, I hope they don't do that Sunday.
Morris trying to come this way, and he's tripped up. And that was Jalen, I think that was Keyshawn Williams, actually.
Good job by Riverdale, good pursuit. Made a big stop.
Yeah, now 4th down. Jacob Taylor trots out there, so quick 3 and out for Oakland. Oakland did not gain but 4 yards there. So tip of the cap to the Riverdale defense. Going to give the Riverdale offense a quick breather and right back out there. 10-0, Oakland with the lead. And Taylor boots it. Boy, it hits and then bounces back. Going to be spotted at the 39-yard line. So that's going to be a 34-yard punt. And Riverdale takes over.
Our game tonight is brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard near the Ford dealer. That's State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give him a call at 615-890-0850.
Stewart's Creek have it their way, now leading 31-0 over McGavick. Going to be happy going into the playoffs.
McGavick will be happy just to go home, won't they?
Yeah, I think so.
It's been a rough year for them.
Braden Graham sending 3 wide right. That's the wide side of the field, looking deep now, and ball tipped and picked off by Craig Tutt.
What a play by Tutt. He not only tipped it, he caught it after the tip. Beautiful play.
That is Tutt's 3rd interception of the season, and that is just the 2nd interception for Braden Graham.
Call him King Tutt tonight. Wow, what a play. That's really pure athleticism right there.
Tutt is just an amazing athlete. He's just a sophomore, and his awareness is just awe. I'm telling you, he's going to be something else. 1st and 10. Back to pass. Here's Creasy looking down the field and incomplete. I believe that was Deuce Hewitt the pass was intended for, but Hewitt was kind of got tangled up with a Riverdale defender. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Oakland rolls out of the huddle. 2nd down and 10. 7:44 to play in the half. 10-0 Patriots. Bullard lines up as a blocker here right side. Here's Morris. Big collision at the 40-yard line. He does get down to the 41. Picks up 7.
9 carries, 126 yards now for Dwan.
Odom on the tackle. Odom. Davis, rather. Traylon Davis, 103 tackles. By far and away the leading tackler on this Riverdale team coming into this game. Here's Morris trying to take it left side, and he breaks through the scrum. 50, 40, off to the races, 30. They caught him from behind at the 20-yard line. I don't know how they caught him. I thought he was gone for sure. But they're in the John Day Legal Red Zone. Bicycle helmet giveaways, safe ride home program, just a few of the ways the law offices of John Day are involved in the community. JohnDayLegal.com. That's a 30-yard rumble. DeJuan Morris, and the Patriots are knocking on the door now.
He runs so low, and his legs just keep churning. You better bring him down. You better make sure you know he's down.
Freeman gives draw right up the middle, and this is Ashton Jones who picks up 5. Gets it just shy of the 15-yard line. Gunn on the tackle for the Warriors. Well, this turnover, if Oakland can turn this into points, that turnover will be really big. Creasy is going to work from under center this time. Pitch back, finds Morris. Goes right, then tries to take it left to find a hole and does not get but about a yard. Edmonston making the tackle. Ryan coming into the game, 28 tackles on the season.
Well, this is a dream come true for Kevin Creasy. You've got the ball, you're running the football, time's running off the clock in the first half. You're up 10.
Freeman from under center this time. From right to left is Morris, and he crosses over the 10-yard line. Tries to stretch it across the 10, but I think they're going to spot it at the 10 with his knee down there. Keyshawn Williams on the tackle. But it is enough for a first down. So it's 1st and goal here from the 10. Chase Bandy works out to the left side. It's going to be Creasy with Morris to his left. Now Morris driving up the middle across the 5 down to the 3-yard line. 7-yard pickup. There is a flag on the play, and it's going to be a hold against the Patriots. Well, that was a nice run that's going to be negated by a penalty.
It's hurt both teams tonight.
Yeah, it has. I don't know which team it's hurt more. I would think it's probably Riverdale, but the flag has really been thrown pretty equally.
Stalled out a drive for both of them at one point.
Well, now, I mean, instead of being at the 7-yard line, it's 1st and goal from the 17 now for Oakland, so we'll see. Freeman fakes the pitch, now just shovels it right to Morris, and Morris rumbles all the way down to around the 2. That inside counter, John, almost got him a touchdown.
Well, that was nicely done, and Freeman did a good job of.
That was a great fake, wasn't it?
Well, he sold it, really.
Let's see, did they give him to the 2? I think they're going to spot it at the 3-yard line. So smokestack eye here, Creasy from under center. They're going to have Bullard plow the road, and Morris, touchdown from the 3. They put the bulldozer, Bullard in there, and Morris in there for the Oakland touchdown, Patriots.
Well, it took a while, but they finally made it, and the interception by Tutt was a huge turnover there, and he picked it off, and then they just methodically ran down the field, and even with penalties, they were still able to bring it in.
Patriots on the scoreboard here in the second quarter. The Toots touchdown and the extra point up and good. Don't forget Toots' 38th anniversary this Sunday at Broad Street. Half order of fried pickles, just 38 cents. Your new score, Oakland 17, Riverdale nothing on State Farm Prep Sports.
For nearly 2 decades, Mills Family Pharmacy has cared for residents in our community as if they were part of our own family. At Mills, we work hard to provide you with customized services to fit your needs. Mills also offers flu shots, immunizations, medication therapy management, and even a medication delivery service.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro.
Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony, then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do, but your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, and Middle Tennessee Christian School.
Well, here's the kickoff, and it's going to sail into the end zone, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for Riverdale, and 3:59 to play. And, John, right now, if you're a Riverdale fan listening in, down 17-0, Riverdale, for their confidence, if they could put a scoring drive together, they get the ball in the second half, that's what they need to do to get back in this game.
Yeah, definitely. It's a crucial drive here, I think. They come out with no points. They're down 17. It makes a whole lot of difference, especially the way Oakland has controlled the line of scrimmage offensively. They're just moving down the field.
There's a drive right side, only about a yard. And Taylor doesn't get much. Trey Johnson, I believe, is the tackler. Blackman now up 17-0. Thanks to Scott Lawless helping out there.
He's a good Joe.
Yeah, he is.
Don't tell him I said that.
Rockvale has gotten on the scoreboard. It's now 14-7. Siegel still leading in that one. Got a few updates on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard for you. And Graham in trouble, runs out of it, runs to the right side, and now just heaves it out of bounds on 2nd and 9. So it'll be 3rd down and 9.
Only 49 yards passing on the night, 1 interception for Graham. And that last play is an example of what Oakland's been doing. They putting pressure on him. He's having to roll out. No way he was going to be able to complete that pass.
Well, I know Oakland just loves to have them in 3rd and 9 situations. See if they bring more pressure. Graham has 3 receivers left. That's the wide side. Ball from the right hash. Moving right to left. Flag flies. So does the pass right side. They get the first down as the completion is made to DJ Taylor. Ellison on the tackle. But the flag was thrown right at the beginning of that play as soon as the snap was made. Here from the near sideline judge. I have a feeling that this is not going to be something that Riverdale is happy about. And they're not. A legal procedure against Riverdale is going to bring this all back.
I don't know that Riverdale's got any more penalties than Oakland, but their penalties have come at really bad times.
Yeah, like that one. That takes a first down off the board. That's going to make it 3rd down and 14. And they're going to have to try to get a first down from 4 yards deeper than, or 5 yards deeper than they got a first down from before.
Don't be surprised if Oakland brings a lot of people here.
3rd and 14. to Keyshawn Williams, and he's going to be taken down at the 20-yard line. So it's a 5-yard completion, but there were no yards after the catch there. He pretty much made the catch and was tackled. Johnson pretty much made the play right there as soon as he caught it. So it's 4th and 10, and Riverdale forced to punt. 2:16 to play in the half.
They got a chance. Oakland's got a chance to put another one on here if they get a return here.
Ooh, Oakland brought some pressure. Almost got to it. It's going to take a nice roll for Riverdale, though, inside the 30. Going to be down at the 28-yard line. Take that back. 27-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 there, John.
52-yard punt on that. That really was helpful. You can't afford to get any further behind. 17-0. It's tough, but it's manageable.
Tomorrow morning, don't forget to join us for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner. We'll be on the air just before 8 o'clock. Looks like just before the half, it's Antioch 15 and Laverne 7 on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. 1st and 10. Jones gets, looks like about 5 yards, maybe 6. Guzman on the tackle. Joseph with 31 tackles, 10 for loss, and 3 sacks on the season coming into this game. Second down. Oakland still sticking to the run game. Jones gets it to the 28.5-yard line. I'm sorry. That's the 34.5-yard line. Dropped under a minute. Smith on the tackle. JoJo Smith. He's another one of the defensive leaders for this Riverdale squad. Oakland looks content to go to the locker room up 17-0, don't they? Unless they go for broke here. And the handoff is to Craig Tutt.
Craig Tutt, the ball carrier.
Tutt doesn't get much, about a yard. Runs up between the numbers and the hashes on the left side to about the 36. Gunn on the takedown for Riverdale. And that's going to take us to the end of the first half. So we're at halftime here, and you can hear this raucous Oakland crowd getting loud here. Halftime in the Battle of the Borough, the 56th edition. And right now the Oakland Patriots are pitching a shutout as we go to halftime. It's Oakland 17, Riverdale nothing here from Ray Hughes Stadium in Oakland High School. Halftime, don't forget, hang in there with us. We've got stats, we've got your replays, we've got a recap of this first half, scores from other games. It's all coming up for you here on the Ideas Tees halftime show. It's coming up next here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Parks Auction, we handle everything.
Whether you're buying or selling a home or whether you're buying or selling commercial property, the auction is just so much easier, quicker, smoother.
My wife and I sold our personal home. Parks Auctions helped us with that. The house brought about 20% more than we were going to ask for.
Visit our website at parksauction.com to learn more.
Hi there, 12 and a half now, $15.
Stan Vaught and the Parks Auction team are proud supporters of local high school and MTSU sports.
30, sold it to you.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan France Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work. Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom designed jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take planning. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. And I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-459-2683.
Does being a caregiver for your loved one wear you out? Then Arosa Care is here to help. Arosa has an experienced team of caregivers and licensed care managers who help families make educated decisions regarding the aging process. This is Erin Keogh Rankin. Let me help you. Call us at 615-848-6774 or find us at arosacare.com.
For almost 150 years, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been helping local businesses with their banking needs. Hi, I'm Justin Burris, commercial banker at the 1708 Gateway Boulevard location. Let us show you how easy it is to do business with a true community bank. Local people making local decisions for our friends and neighbors like you. First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back here to the Ideas Tees halftime show. John Dingens, Rod Edwards, and Danny Brewer joining me here in just a second. Ideas Tees, the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. Plus, you can buy all of your officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Raider Tees. For Blue Raider tees, polos, hats, and more, visit their showroom at 910 Risley Road. Just turn off Broad Street between Chewy's and Chili's. Ideas Tees can put your logo on just about anything. Stop in and see how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. You can find out more online at ideastees.com. It's time for the first things first, Dr. Automotive live report, and we actually do have you live. How's it feel not to have to be on the phone?
Well, you know, being live is good. Hey, I like being live.
Yeah, I mean, you can get some food.
Yeah, and what I'm looking for, hopefully, is I'll have me a couple live horses tomorrow, and maybe a couple live horses next week at the Breeders' Cup. I'm looking for some of those John Dinkins type horses, you know, fast and got lots of stamina and can really get out there, knows how to win. That's it.
With a bad knee, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing how you get those promos in, you know, about horse racing. Let's talk about this game a little bit. We've got some race horses out here on the field tonight, too. I mean, you can see it both offensively and defensively.
No doubt about it, and I'm going to tell you right now, the biggest, the hottest runner that I see, DeJuan Morris. I mean, that kid is really something special. He's got an uncanny knack for hitting the hole and then his explosive speed, because on the long touchdown run, he's kind of waiting, he's waiting, and then bam, he hits the hole and he's gone.
And those feet are moving constantly. I mean, it's like a plow.
Right, exactly. You know, that's one of those things where being a patient runner sometimes can be the key to being a good runner, and that was a very patient run. And you say, well, how can you be patient when you take it for 80 yards to the house? How are you patient? But like I said, he waited for the hole to open, and when the hole opened, whoo, it was good night, Irene. Man, he was gone.
He's got 185 rushes on 185 yards on 13 rushes. That's a pretty good night in anybody's book. You'd already taken it to the house on that, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, if I can get 185 yards on 13 carries, that's like 4 quarters for me, not 2 quarters, you know.
I think the key defensively for Oakland, there have been some penalties that have hurt both teams, but I think the penalties have hurt Riverdale at more crucial times maybe than Oakland.
Without question, and I think what this game has boiled down to thus far is Oakland's execution and Riverdale's lack of execution in key moments, and that's both mentally and physically, because some of those are mental penalties. When you get the unsportsmanlike conduct, that's a mental penalty, and you cannot have that in a game like this.
Graham has not had a good night in the first half. However, he's had about 3 drops on him as well. He has thrown a pick, but there's been some balls that have been catchable, and they haven't come up with it.
No doubt about it. The thing about it is, if you're Will Kreisky, what you do is you prepare your team. And I think that he had his team prepared as far as the game plan.
Yes.
But the execution has not been there. You're right. When you drop passes, there was one that I remember, I believe it was in the first quarter, maybe, that it was on a critical third down spot when he hit his it was a slant route, hit the kid right in the hands, and he dropped it. Or maybe it was second down, and instead of third down long, Oakland blitzes, they sack him, and then they have to punt. So, you have to make those plays in these type games if you want to beat a team like Oakland, because Oakland is the 3-time defending state champ for a reason.
And defensively, I think they've done a good job of putting pressure on Graham, not constantly, but at key moments. It's almost like they got their playbook, and they can read when he's going to drop back and pass. It's really made him come out of the pocket. And if Graham has time to sit back there, he can pick you apart. But they've done a good job of putting some pressure on him.
They absolutely have, and I think that you're 100% right about picking your spots, and they're mixing things up, and that's what's good, and it's got Riverdale offense way off balance, because Riverdale has weapons, and if I told you Riverdale was going to play a half of football and be scoreless with what they have done this year offensively, you probably wouldn't have believed me, but that's what's happened tonight.
Montgomery kind of taking him out of the game. I mean, there's not been much to them. They've kind of keyed on him, and, boy, that's a big blow to your offense if he's not touching the ball. He's so good after he makes catches, too.
Oh, without question. His yards after the catch is one of the things that makes him so dangerous, and he has been a non-factor tonight.
Riverdale, and I'm going to ask Rod this in just a minute, too, but what do you do now? You come out of the locker room. You're definitely not out of it. I mean, you're in pretty good shape. Riverdale's defense is held pretty well. 17-0. They get the ball first. Riverdale does in the second half. They got to score.
I think you're absolutely right. That the first drive of the second half can be very important. When they talk about college basketball games, they say usually the thing that decides it are the first 5 minutes of the second half. Well, I think the first 5 minutes of this second half could very well decide this football game, because Riverdale needs to get some momentum back, and they need to put some points on the board with that opening drive.
Danny, you've looked very impressive walking down the sidelines. You actually look like you know what you're doing. And, it's been very impressive. I've watched you go back and forth. You've even picked up a little entourage with you, and it's been pretty impressive tonight.
Image is everything. And, this has been really a cool that's why I wanted to come to this game tonight, because of the atmosphere and all that stuff. I've been able to hobnob with Oakland Hall of Famer Alan Swader, basketball great. Johnny McCrary, who was a really, really good football player here at Oakland. Back, I think, with James House, like I said, he was back in those days. So Rick Collins, who was an outstanding football coach. He coached at Oakland. He coached at Riverdale. He coached at Laverne. He coached at Siegel. So like I said, I've been able to hang out. My son is down there, who's the head swim coach at Oakland Middle and Oakland High School. So I've been able to kind of hang around.
It's a who's who down there.
Well, people, it makes me look like somebody. I'm feeling like, and now I'm up here with John Dinkins and Rod Edwards. I mean, come on.
Well, that's probably really impressive. And Coach Collins, I'm glad to see he's doing okay. I haven't seen him in a while. Used to play golf with Rick, and seems like he's doing great.
He is doing great, and he's a pretty doggone good golfer from what I hear.
Oh, real good. And when you get down there, tell him I said hey.
Well, he asked me about you. He said, are you going to get to go up there and hang out with John Dinkins? I said, if I'm lucky.
He had this job once. He did. He did this job one time, and I don't think he liked it too much, so we didn't ask him again. But he's done it a couple times. He's been up here at halftime.
An extremely good football mind. If you want to talk about a guy that really knows what's up. I joked with him down there because he was Al Wilson's head football coach when Al Wilson was in high school at Jackson Central Mary. And I said, well, you made Al Wilson. He said, no, son, Al Wilson made me.
Let's end it on that, Danny.
Thanks, man.
All right. That's Danny Brewer he'll be back at the postgame as well, so appreciate him being up here. That's your Dr. Automotive live report. Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASC certified auto repair for decades. They grew up here and are your neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair. Dr. Automotive on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna. Online at smyrnaautorepair.com. postgame.com. Rod, while we've got a minute, let's take a look at the stats tonight. Brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. And they make yearbooks, they do rings, they do it all for you. Any school needs, they do Santa pictures even. So doing those right now. So little promo there for Josh. Defensive stats.
Okay, defense for Riverdale, the visiting Riverdale Warriors. Jalen Thompson has 3 tackles. Sean Williams has 3. JoJo Smith, just think both teams have a great Smith defensive linebacker. But JoJo has 3. Joseph Guzman has 3. Traylon Davis, I think Brian mentioned that he's the leading tackler for the team this year, has 3. Anthony Gunn in the defensive line has 3, so they're really spreading it around. A lot of guys performing at a pretty good level. Then with the Oakland Patriots, Caleb Ellison, he has 2. Corey Smith has really been on fire tonight, 5. And Trey Johnson, another linebacker, has 4. So those two have been all over the field making tackles. And as you mentioned, Oakland's had the big interception by Craig Tutt, and then a sack by Dre Oldham. So those have been kind of the highlights tonight. And basically, I think the highlights tonight is Morris running and Oakland defense.
There you go, Rod. And let's look at it offensively. Riverdale struggling right now. They've got 31 yards on 7 carries from DJ Taylor. Graham is, 4 of 9 for 49 yards. He has 1 interception. So they've rushed for 24. They've passed for 49 for a total of 73. That's a pretty amazing stat in itself. Oakland, Ashton Jones, 7 carries, 25 yards. DeJuan Morris, 13 carries, 183 yards. Craig Tutt, 1 carry, 2 yards. Freeman is 1 for 1 for 11 yards. Creasy is 2 of 4 for 2 yards. Oakland has rushed for 212. They've passed for 13, and they have a total yardage of 225. And that's a look at your stats. Brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, JHA Company, and Josh Houston and Associates. Time now for our first half recap, brought to you by Craig's Tax Service. And not a lot of scoring, but it's been all Oakland as we go here. Oakland got on the scoreboard first in the first quarter, a 33-yard field goal by Taylor.
So this a 33-yard field goal attempt. Snap, set, good. The kick is away, and the kick is good. The Oakland Patriots draw first blood here against the Riverdale Warriors. The kick up and good, and the Patriots lead 3-0.
Oakland scored again with 2:36 to go in the first. This time an explosive run by DeJuan Morris.
Oh, a big run. Off to the races for Oakland. 30, 40, 50, 40. It's Morris. He's gone. He's gone. 80 yards. DeJuan Morris to the house. Touchdown, Patriots.
Boy, they got all kind of jumbled up there at the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden you see him just flying out of there, and there was nobody there to pick him up. And final score came from Oakland with 3:59 to go in the half. This time a 3-yard run by Morris again.
They're going to have Bullard plow the road, and Morris, touchdown from the 3. They put the bulldozer, Bullard in there, and Morris in there for the Oakland touchdown, Patriots.
Well, it took a while, but they finally made it. And the interception by Tutt was a huge turnover there. And he picked it off, and then they just methodically ran down the field. And even with penalties, they were still able to bring it in. And it's where we're at 17-0, Oakland leading here at halftime. That's your first half recap, brought to you by Craig's Tax Service. Tax laws can be very confusing. It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them today at 615-890-2233. Craig's Tax Service is at 142 Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial. That's Mike, Brandon, and Brett Craig, along with Bruce Hall, saluting all Rutherford County teams this season, and look forward to a great second half in tonight's game.
Time now for the keys to the game. Brought to you by Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna. Auto, home, business, and life insurance since 1973.
Keys to the second half. Rod, your thoughts? It's been all Oakland domination, really. But Riverdale has moved the ball at times, but they got to do a lot more. They got to put some points on the board.
Yeah. Number one, they've been uncomfortable. Oakland's made them uncomfortable. They got to come out. They've got to run their offense. Going to have to mix in the run. They have done a little bit better job with that, but then maybe the short passes. It looks like right now the top receiver, they're keeping him kind of covered, but you might have to use him as a decoy. So, you know, you just got to say, hey, we got to start all over with that wasn't us, and let's play Warrior football.
You know, when they started out in the game, they looked smooth, cool as cucumbers, but then a penalty or two, then a sack, and then the next thing you know, it kind of snowballs on you.
Right, and they haven't been the same since.
Yeah.
And you can't let one bad play kill you. Oakland's had those. That first drive, it was a kind of a pass back, and they were thrown for a loss, and that stopped that particular drive. They ended up getting a field goal, but they didn't let that bother them. They kept coming, and that's what you got to do. You can't just back off just because you're struggling for a little bit.
17-0 down. They can't. Riverdale can't abandon the run though.
No.
They've got to run the football a little bit.
And I think Taylor's got pretty good yardage.
Yeah, he's done a pretty good job. Hadn't had a lot of touches, but he has been effective. And one last question here. Oakland, what do they do? They're up 17-0. Got to feel pretty good. Got to put the hammer down, though, don't they?
Yeah, you can't feel too good, though.
Yeah.
This team they're playing is dangerous. If they get into a rhythm passing, look out. They can score quickly. So you've got to keep putting pressure on. You have to, man, what they've done, too, they've had very, very good coverage. They haven't let many people run free. So they've got to really stay focused, and both teams watch the silly penalties.
Exactly, both teams. Thank you very much for saying that. The play-by-play man would like to have less penalties as well. All right, when we come back, we're going to take a look at update the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Brian will rejoin us, and we'll have the second half of action here from Oakland High School. Oakland leading 17-0. We'll be back.
This is Lenny Farmer with Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home. Did you know that you can plan your funeral in advance without actually paying for your funeral in advance? In other words, if it's not a convenient time to pay for your funeral, you can still choose your funeral items and we'll file them away for later. Let's consider that together. You make the decisions for yourself, and when that financial window opens up, it becomes an easier decision. Call me at 615-893-2422 and let's plan together.
Hi, this is Dan at Music World and Drummers Den. We have more drums than anybody in the area, I guarantee. We have Ludwig, we have Gretsch, we have PDP, and what about cymbals? Oh, we have cymbals. Zildjian, Pasty, we have Soul Tone, we have every kind of cymbal you can think of. We have new, used. We are Music World and Drummers Den, 2762 South Church Street, across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
Hey, I'm Jack Hayes, here with my dad Nick and my granddad Pops.
Don't feel like cooking dinner tonight? Download Uber Eats and search for Toots. Check out Toots on Uber Eats today. You can order our full menu. Just download the Uber Eats app and search for the Toots nearest to you to have it delivered fast and fresh to your door.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
Good food and fun.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Time to go to our Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Brian Barrett rejoins us here.
Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update now.
All right, it has been a busy night on the scoreboard. First of all, let's update our local scoreboard. Then we'll kind of broaden out and take a look at some scores and kind of give you an update on why those might be important. First of all, scores from last night. MTCS a winner over Ezel Harding, 51-7. The Cougars have an off week. They get a bye in the first round of the Division II tournament. They'll be finding out their opponents. We'll talk about all that in the morning. 51-7 over Ezel Harding. Smyrna 33, Cane Ridge 21. PCA 18, Webb 7. And Eagleville a winner over Cornersville 23-14. Eagleville in the playoffs in single A. Right now at the half, Oakland 17, Riverdale nothing. We'll get back to our game here in just a second. At the half, Siegel up over Rockvale 14-7. Also at the half, it's Blackman over Coffee County 17-0. At the half, 31-0. Stewart's Creek over McGavock. I think it's halftime, maybe. Getting scores out of Laverne sometime is a bit of a challenge, but I think it's Antioch. I know the score, 15-7. Antioch over Smyrna. I'm sorry, Laverne. And some scores of interest. This region, Riverdale, Oakland, Rockvale, Siegel, whoever, Blackman comes out, will be playing teams like Mount Juliet and then the Wilson County area. So here are some scores of interest from that area. Halftime scores. And if I can find them on my page here, Green Hill, 6-3 Green Hill is leading Mount Juliet 21-3. That would be an upset. Mount Juliet's 8-1, Green Hill 6-3. That's a Green Hill team that Laverne beat. Okay, not saying that that's bad, but 21-3 right now. Cookeville leads Wilson Central 19-0 now. That is not an upset at all. And the other was Gallatin is now leading 6-3 over Lebanon, 6-3. And those are a few scores. And here's just another one that I'll throw in just because it just makes me all tingly inside. Farragut 13, Maryville 10. And that's your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. Does it make you tingle inside just a little bit?
I have no comment on that. We've had to go to Maryville a lot. Maybe this year, well, I shouldn't say that.
We may, but it just makes me tingle inside. They've lost 4 games. Does that make you tingle inside?
That makes me worried about their head coach. You know, that's a lot of losses for a Maryville bunch.
Well, they probably.
That's 10 years worth of losses.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe 20.
It just makes me tingle inside.
Well, while you were doing that tingling thing, we couldn't get a break in, so I apologize.
Okay.
While we get another break, but looks
That's
like
all
they're
right.
ready to go here.
I think
I
we
do want to
are.
remind you the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner tomorrow, starting in the morning with Riverdale at 8, Smyrna at 8:15, Blackman at 8:30, Laverne 8:45, Oakland at 9, Stewart's Creek at 9:15 a.m., Rockville at 9:30. We'll wrap up with Siegel and Eagleville 9:45 and 10, and then MTCS Cougar Corner. Going to be some sad coaches tomorrow and some happy ones.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, by the way, did get a request to give a shout out to WGNS superfan Ken Burns. So I didn't know we had a superfan, but Kim Burns. I'm sorry, I thought it said Ken. Kim Burns.
Wow, get the name right. Geez, superfan.
Kim's not going to be a superfan anymore.
No.
Sorry, Kim, but appreciate you listening in. Kickoff goes into the end zone, so Riverdale, who is going to receive this second half, will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. And that was Rod Edwards who was saying, is that on? He's talking about the air conditioning. He's cold, I think.
It's getting a little nippy in here, but
he hasn't been to the station very often.
No, I'm used to it.
Riverdale will have the ball at the 20-yard line, ready to go here in the second half. Here's Graham, 2 wides to either side. Graham steps back, looks right side, passes that way. Pass complete to DJ Taylor out of the backfield. Picks up 4 yards. You know, we have seen this new wrinkle in Riverdale's offense. DJ Taylor coming out of the backfield has gotten a lot of touches tonight.
Yeah, he has. That's at least 3 I know of. And that may be the plan here, the short passing game. Got to get something opened up, and they need to get their crowd back in this game, Riverdale.
Second down for the Warriors. Back on the left hip of Graham. Zips it across the middle. Ooh, almost picked off. Intended for Woodruff. And saw Caleb Ellison out there.
Well, they beat him a little early, Riverdale did, up the middle with a pass, but this time it seems like Oakland has adjusted again, and they're clogging it up.
Trey Johnson was also there. One of those two could have easily, just as easily, had that football. Third down. Back to pass. Graham looking right side.
Huge
and
catch.
Made the catch just past the stick. And that catch was made by Ben Woodruff. Woodruff coming into the game, 26 catches, 343 yards, and 2 TDs. Makes a big catch there for 8 yards and the first bank first down. That's what the doctor ordered. Settle down here. String together a few first downs and see what you can do here on this first drive of the second half for the Warriors. Johnson stunning on defense. Big drive and just barreling down the field. DJ Taylor got a nice push from one of his linemen there and just forced him downfield, just shy of the first down. Are they going to give him the first down? It is a first down. First bank, first down, run style for Riverdale this time. Ellison on the tackle. Graham flushed out of the pocket and slung down.
And there you have it right there. That has been killing Riverdale tonight. Had a first down and then the sack.
Trey Oldham, second sack of the night. Well, that was huge right there. Trey, a junior, coming up big. So all of those positive yardage situations, 10 yards of that taken away. It's 2nd and 20. All the way back to the 33-yard line. Trips here to the near side. Pass is complete to Brock Montgomery, and Montgomery's hit hard, then bounces it across to the 46-yard line. And that's going to be a 12-yard pickup, but that's a hard-earned 12 yards. And the biggest completion to Montgomery tonight. Corey Smith on the tackle. It's 3rd and 6. Much more manageable third down now for the Warriors. Montgomery and Thompson right side. 3 receivers near side, so the backfield empty for Braden Graham here on 3rd and 6 at their own 47. Graham flushed out right side. Pass complete to Jalen Thompson at the Oakland 41-yard line. Make it 42, but it's enough for a first bank. First down, Warriors.
That was a beautifully thrown pass. Threaded the needle, buddy. Talk about it.
Tutt on the tackle. But the Warriors move the stick again. Five receivers, 3 to the left side. This pass is going to be completed, but for a short gain. And the completion to Ben Woodruff for 3 yards. Ellison wrapped him up pretty quickly after the catch.
Well, at this point, that's a good thing. Get some yardage. You don't want to be sacked, and they had him coming that time, and Graham was able to get it off in time.
Ball going to be spotted at the left hash this time at the Oakland 38-yard line. Wide side is the left. They go to the run play this time with DJ Taylor getting just a couple here to bring up third down now. It'll be about a 3rd and 5 situation, it looks like. Oh, they only gave him a yard. Well, no, they gave him 2, so 3rd and 5. Johnson with the tackle.
Another crucial third down play for Riverdale. So far, so good this drive.
But the deeper they get into Oakland territory, usually the harder they get, right?
Correct.
3rd and 5. From the left hash, Graham unloads it, and the completion is made to Thompson, but Oakland there quickly to wrap him up. And it is going to be a 4th down situation as Bandy wrapped him up short of the first down by about a yard, just shy of a yard. This is close. Not measurable close, but Riverdale going to go for it here, it looks like. Taylor on the left hip of Graham. They give it to Taylor. He should get the yard this time on the inside counter. Gets it to the 30-yard line. And I think he got about 2 out of it.
Nice little block there on that right side of that line to just get him enough.
Norfolk with the tackle. Norfolk coming into this game, 37 tackles on the season, 6 for loss. 1st and 10, a first bank first down for Riverdale, 30-yard line where they have it. Graham in trouble. Graham now running for his life and going to dive forward to the 26-yard line, so picks up 4. There is a flag on the play.
Got a feeling this may be a hold here.
And you are right. No, this is a face mask penalty. And it's against Oakland.
Keeps the drive alive.
It's going to be the 5-yard face mask penalty, not the personal foul.
Graham did a good job that time. The offensive line did a really good job of really keeping them out. Nobody was open, and Graham finally at the last minute pulled out of the pocket.
So it's 1st and 1. You don't see that very often. Ball at the 22. Near the red zone here. Graham back to pass. Looks right side, almost tipped. It's to DJ Taylor, and he's motoring inside the 10-yard line now. Down to about the 8, and there in the John Day legal red zone are the Warriors. Seriously injured? Call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation, johndaylegal.com. Great drive here the Riverdale Warriors have put together, and they're knocking on the door. Down 17-0. Graham with Taylor on his left hip. Taylor gets it.
Oh, nice run.
Drives and gets it inside the 5 to the 4.
His yards hadn't been easy.
Nope.
This drive, you've actually seen a calmer Braden Graham. And you see really what kind of passer he really is. He's got a great arm, great sense. They need this score, though. Nothing's going to be complete till they get a score to try to cut this lead a little bit.
2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. 2 receivers left. Whistles.
This is not good for Riverdale.
Timeout, Oakland. Patriot timeout will step aside as well. 17-0 Oakland. Riverdale knocking on the door. We'll be right back.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Riverdale rolls to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Looking to try to get on the scoreboard here for the first time tonight in this Battle of the Borough. Graham Back to pass, looks to the left side end zone, and Montgomery hauls it in. Touchdown! Warriors, a 4-yard strike. And the Warriors find pay dirt.
He threw that ball high up in the air. Knew Montgomery, with his height and his ability and athleticism, was able to bring that ball down. It was good coverage by Oakland with just a perfect pass and catch.
Touchdown Warriors, a Toots touchdown. And Riverdale with Khalil Armand trying to cut into this Oakland lead and make it a 10-point ball game, and the kick is up, and it is good. The lead is 10 for Oakland, 17-7 with 5:29 to play. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Let's work together to help ensure your finances can keep up with your unique needs over the long haul. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
When Roscoe Brown started his local family business in 1940, he knew the importance of treating customers like family, and now 80-plus years later, that same commitment continues. Our trained, certified, and insured technicians come to your home and do the job right the first time. Roscoe Brown does heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and insulation. Call Roscoe Brown and get that needed checkup today.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, Dr. Automotive, and State Farm.
Well, game just got a little more interesting now that Riverdale got on the scoreboard here.
Had to do a lot for their confidence in this game, too.
You would think, didn't it?
Know that they can score.
Here's the Riverdale kickoff, and it's going to sail into the end zone. So Oakland will have 1st and 10 from the 20, and John, also, that drive took a lot of time off the clock.
Well, and that's one thing Riverdale probably needs to try to score a little quicker if they can. I know they needed to get something on the board, and that's important. But from here on out now, it's up to the defense to stop Oakland, which they did last time at the end of the half. This is a crucial series of downs for the Riverdale defense.
New score out of Stewart's Creek McGavick. It's 38-6. Running clock going out there, by the way. Here is a run by DeJuan Morris after the handoff from Creasy. Going to get it to the 26-yard line, picks up 6 yards. Also, Antioch leads 28-7 over Laverne. Still 17-0 Blackman over Coffee County, and third quarter Siegel 14, Rockville 7. Haven't gotten an update on that one so far. Well, no, still the same. Now a drive up the middle by Morris and pile up on I-40. Gets to the 28 for a couple. Edmonston on the tackle. It's 3rd and about, a yard and a half there, looks like.
When Oakland gets in this situation, it's pretty hard to stop. We'll see what Riverdale comes up with, but 3rd and 2 is not very difficult.
Lining up is Bandy out there, wide left. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And they're going to say the ball is down on the turf. They're going to say the ball is on the turf. No, they say the ball recovered by Riverdale. Okay, I saw the official pointing down to the ground, but they're going to say the ball recovered by Riverdale. Ball fumbled and recovered by Riverdale.
It went through a couple of hands before finally Riverdale grabbed it.
So with 4:14 here in the third quarter, fumble, and Riverdale has recovered the fumble.
Now this is a break the Riverdale needs. They put this in the scoring column, then you've got yourself a ball game with a lot of time, a whole quarter.
Well, the Warriors back out there on offense.
And as I said, this is a tough test now for the Oakland defense. I just swapped names.
1st and 10 at the 27. Graham flips it right side. And it is complete to DJ Taylor. Going to have it right there at the almost 20-yard line, complete for 6 yards. Crisp on the tackle, sack it down, and about 5 to go.
Boy, he had a couple of receivers wide open in the middle that he'd already committed, but he has completed 8 consecutive passes.
Twin receivers either side. Taylor on the right hip of Graham. Right side to Montgomery. Montgomery sideline out of bounds. Picks up the first down. And they're in the John Day legal red zone again. Out of bounds at around the 12-yard line. Law offices of John Day, helping injured people for more than 30 years. JohnDayLegal.com. 3:29 to play here in the third. 17-7. Oakland on top. But Riverdale with the ball. They just scored, and the Oakland fumble gave Riverdale the ball again, and they have 1st and 10 at the Oakland 14-yard line. Graham in trouble now, and sacked!
Well, he did get out of it at least and didn't make it for a huge loss, a couple of yards. Anytime they've tried to go anywhere down the field of any distance, Oakland's been on them.
Going to lose a few. Norfolk and Ellison. Going to be second down and 13 yards to go now. And a timeout, Riverdale. We'll step aside as well. Be right back on State Farm Prep Sports at 17-7, Oakland on top.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
We're here at Rick's Barbecue catching up with Anne-Marie Brents, who tells us not only do they have barbecue, smoked chicken, loaded baked potatoes, but the slaw dogs are out of this world.
I do love the slaw dogs. People are like, is that a big sausage? I'm like, no, it's a deep fried hot dog. And the slaw that we put on them is a spicy mustard slaw. It's actually really good. I like to dip it in white sauce.
Rick's Barbecue has awesome deals to feed the entire family.
We have family packs, and it can feed 4 to 6 people. We have a picnic pack, which is the family pack doubled.
Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to Ray Hughes Stadium and Oakland High School. Capacity crowd here. Got something to say about that here in a second when I get a chance. 2nd and 13. Empty backfield. Rolling out right side is Graham. Going to take it and go out of bounds just past the stick. Going to pick up, looks like about 4 or 5 yards. John, I was told during halftime that the fire marshal had shut down the gate and people were kept from coming in. There were so many people here. So that's how many people are here.
It's amazing.
More than the place could hold. So there were people that were turned away at the gate.
Well, Monty Hill Jr. said get here early.
Yep. So that's more than 12, 13,000 or so. 3rd down and 11 from the 14 for Riverdale. Graham back to pass, zips it left side, incomplete. Chase Bandy defending on the play.
Well, decision time here. Do you kick a field goal?
Looks like the field goal unit is coming out.
Well, with the fumble, it's bonus points, but you got to hit it.
I see Khalil Armand.
It'll be 30 yards.
Yep. Well, it was a 33-yarder earlier for Jacob Taylor. Now a flag.
I think Riverdale moved. There was stunning going on at Oakland.
So a false start against Riverdale. So that's going to cost them 5 yards and make this a 35-yard field goal attempt. Khalil Armand is 4 of 5 on field goals this year. So now after the penalty, this makes this a 35-yard field goal attempt, and they moved again. So back-to-back penalties. And now this makes this a 40-yard field goal attempt.
Well, they're still going to try it, I think. So
back-to-back 5-yard penalties makes this a 40-yard field goal attempt for Khalil Armand. Snap a bit high. The kick is away. The kick is long enough and good. It's good anyway for Khalil Armand. A 40-yard field goal, and it's a 7-point ball game. 17-10 with 2:34 to play in the third quarter. Oakland still up on State Farm Prep Sports.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com. 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
Since 1966, Vans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. Alton and Jason Fan are there to ensure quality to every customer, even showing up on site. Vans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court near the county school board offices. They ask that you stop by or call 615-893-7930. That's 615-893-7930 for friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products. Vans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Vans will be there with trained technicians. Vans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Vans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Vans Heating and Air.
We're back, and the kickoff by Khalil Armand is in the end zone, so the Oakland Patriots will have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. And boy, Khalil Armand has nerves of steel, doesn't he?
Not only the 40-yard field goal, but he's kicked it in the end zone pretty much every time, which you think that doesn't mean much. It does when you're playing Oakland.
Riverdale has scored 10 unanswered here. And now Oakland runs into a steel door. No gain on 1st and 10.
They've only had 14 yards of offense here in the second half. Now Oakland is in a little bit of a pigeonhole. They got to move the football.
Second down for Oakland. This has not been, it's been a great third quarter for Riverdale, not been a great quarter for Oakland.
Not at all.
So it's going to make for really a deciding fourth quarter in this Battle of the Borough. Second down. Morris trying to turn it up here near side, nothing. Another steel door. Third down. Clock running. 1:36 and counting left here in the third. And it is quiet as a church mouse here on the Oakland side. As soon as I say that, this Oakland crowd trying to get into it. Riverdale crowd is very loud. 3rd and 10 for Oakland. Creasy. Well, Oakland calls a timeout here. Timeout, Patriots. We'll take 1-2 here and be right back on State Farm Prep Sports.
Each team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm good neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-895-2700, and I can save you time and money.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm agent Andy Wommel. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-890-0850.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
Here's Oakland with a screen pass and comes here to the near side. They get it to the 25-yard line. And the complete pass to Morris is going to be shy of the first down, and it'll be 4th down here and about 5 yards to go. So that's going to bring on Jacob Taylor. John, Oakland was only able to muster about 5 yards in 3 plays.
Yeah, the Riverdale defense has really contained Morris, and they're gang tackling him right now.
So here is the punt. What a boomer. My goodness. It's going to hit inside the 20, and it's going to be down at around the 15-yard line. That's been the best play of the 3rd quarter for Oakland, is that punt.
Jacob Taylor really put a boot in that one.
That really swings the field in favor of Oakland. Now you got to, if you're Oakland, to try to get some type of momentum, you really want to try to get a stop.
Right, and it's so, I tell you right now, Graham is red hot.
He is.
And so we'll see what happens, but you can, dangerous to pass against Oakland too much, but they've got plenty of time. They've got a whole quarter to go, so they're in pretty good shape right now.
Well, they moved the ball back here. There must have been a flag somewhere. They moved the ball back to the 12.
If you're Riverdale, you can't go conservative, though. You got to keep doing what you're doing.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for Riverdale. Had to be a 5-yard penalty against the Warriors. Apologize, I did not see the flag. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Graham with 2 receivers to either side. Just 24 seconds to play here. Pass complete to Williams. Williams to the 20 and finally muscled down at the 25-yard line. Picks up 13 yards. Clock still running with 13 seconds. That may have been the last play. They get a first down out of it. I don't think they're going to run another play here in the quarter. It doesn't look like. With 3, with 2. No. It's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. A decisive 4th quarter in the Battle of the Borough coming up on State Farm Prep Sports.
Whether you're a student, alumni, or just a fan, Raider Tees has exactly what you need to help you cheer on the Blue Raiders on game days and every moment in between. We sell officially licensed Blue Raider gear, whether it's clothing, hats, flags, chairs, or just whatever. We have it all, including exclusive gear you won't find anywhere else. Like us on Facebook for updates on new Blue Raider gear and special prices or discounts. For all your Blue Raider gear, shop Raider Tees today. Bigger, better, and go blue!
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is dedicated to Rutherford County, its students, their families, and their futures. Hi, I'm Ryan Savage, Assistant Vice President and Branch Manager. We understand the challenges of managing your family's finances. At First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, your family is our family. Visit us at our Gateway or Memorial Boulevard offices here in Murfreesboro and always online at fnbmt.com. First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, Bowen's Body Shop, and Franklin Printworks. Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, First Bank, Arosa Care, the law offices of John Day.
Well, it looks like the Stewart's Creek McGavock game is over. We'll swap sides of the field here now, and Riverdale moving left to right. And this play blown up pretty quick as Keyshawn Williams is trying to run it in motion. Going to lose 4 on that play. Norfolk in the backfield trying to blow that one up pretty quick. This is going to be interesting to see how this fourth quarter progresses, John.
Well, I think you've got a red-hot quarterback right now if he has time to throw.
And here is the time, having time, finds Keyshawn, and he's going to get it across the 40 to the 41, maybe 42-yard line. And Keyshawn Williams picks up 17 big yards, and Ellison finally brings him down. And it's another First Bank first down for the Warriors.
Graham is picking it right now.
Graham has time, now steps up in the pocket. No, he's in trouble and brought down. Boy, that pocket collapsed in such a hurry. Thought he had time, and then he didn't.
Oakland's going to have to do that because he's hurting them badly in the short passing game, 10 to 15 yards.
Oldham on the tackle there for the loss. 2nd and 13 back at their 39-yard line now. Moving left to right, ball on the left hash. Graham back to the line of scrimmage. Audibling here. Taylor on his left hip. Quick swing pass here to the right side, and Montgomery tripped up by Bronson Crisp. Does get a short pickup to make it 3rd and 9. So a 4-yard gain. Montgomery's only gotten free on one big gain tonight. 10 minutes to go in this one. It's Oakland up by a touchdown, 17-10. 3rd down, 9 yards to go. Back to pass, Graham. Comes this way to Thompson. Thompson 50. Thompson to the 45 and got the first down on that last effort.
Great second effort. Was able to get
12-yard completion. Yes, indeed. First Bank first down for the Warriors. Swader on the tackle. Battle of the Borough, a true battle here tonight. Trips to the left. Make that a trio to the left. Duo to the right. Pass to Woodruff, left side, and Woodruff got it to the stick and picks up 10. Complete to the 35-yard line. Ooh, he's going to be marked short by
it's about 9.
9 then. So shy of the first down by a yard.
Good thing about it here, you can do about anything. You want to take a shot down the field.
2nd and 1 from the Oakland 36-yard line. Blocking left side, and here comes Taylor. Got the edge, and more. Finally ridden out of bounds around the 25-yard line. Boy, the Riverdale crowd ecstatic. Picks up 9. Riverdale sideline charged up. And right now, Riverdale is rolling. They trail by 7, but they have all of the momentum at this point. If you're an Oakland fan, The Patriots have got to find some way to stop this momentum. 8:43 to play in the ball game. Braden Graham barking signals. Has Taylor on his left hip. Taylor blocking. Pass thrown left side and incomplete. I don't think Ben Woodruff thought that play was coming to him.
Well, that's the only pass that really has not been anywhere near anybody tonight. I told you about the first half. They had about 3 drops. Well, they're catching everything right now. That's only his second incompletion in the second half.
He has definitely been on fire.
He's 15 of 17.
Second down and 10 from the Oakland 28-yard line. Twin receivers to either side. Quick pass to the left. It's Keyshawn Williams. He's going to be wrapped up short of the first down. Slung down hard, but he does pick up about 8 or 9. Smith makes the tackle right there at the 20, and they are at the John Day Legal Red Zone. Bicycle helmet giveaways, safe ride home program. Just a few of the ways the law offices of John Day are involved in the community. JohnDayLegal.com. Flag. This is going to be interesting who this is on. False start, Riverdale. 5-yard penalty. Penalties really plagued the Warriors in the first half, and they've had some untimely penalties here in the second half, but they've been able to overcome those. It is 3rd down and 7 now. Pass across the middle, hauling it in is Keyshawn Williams at the 10. I don't know how he brought that one down.
Well, it was a great pass because he threw it only to Keyshawn that can get it. And he did and hauled it down and got the first down, I think.
1st and goal, Warriors.
10 first downs in this 3rd and 4th quarter.
7 minutes, 35 seconds. 1st and 10, Riverdale. 1st and goal from the 10. Graham looking to the corner of the end zone, hauled in. Is it a touchdown? It is! Touchdown, Warriors! The Warriors have tied the ball game up almost. Keyshawn Williams hauls in. We're an extra away from being tied here in the Battle of the Borough. Armand for the all-important point after. Snap, set, kick away. The kick is good. We're tied. We're tied. 17-17, 7:21 to go. Stay with us on State Farm Prep Sports.
Mills Family Pharmacy has served Murfreesboro and surrounding communities for nearly 2 decades, and we do more than just filling prescriptions. If you have questions about medications, we can help.
If a particular medicine needs to be compounded, can you do that?
Absolutely. Compounding gives pharmacists like Chad Mills or Craig Buckner the ability to produce a unique dosage, preservative-free and sugar-free if needed.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toot South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro.
Visit millsfamilypharmacy.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Well, here's the kickoff to Oakland. 10, 20. And at the 20-yard line is where Oakland will start. Brand new ball game.
Riverdale's done everything right here in the second half. Kickoffs have been good. The coverage has been good. They've stopped the Oakland running game, and they have really put on an offensive show in the third and the top here of the fourth.
New score update. Siegel Stars. Kuchera takes it 54 yards. Siegel 20. Rockvale 7. Here's a big run by Morris. 30, 35, 40. And a big run by Oakland's Morris to the 42.5-yard line. 7:08 to play. And Odie makes the tackle for Riverdale. Oakland to the line in a hurry. Morris runs it right side. Squirts it to the 47-yard line before being stopped there. Brings up second down. Well, we knew we would have a battle of the borough, John, but Oakland led it 17-0 at the half. Now Riverdale has scored 17 in a row. Tie ball game. Now it's anybody's ball game. Morris on the delay run gets the first down into Riverdale territory to the 48.
Well, it's simple for Oakland. Just blow it by them on the offensive line, and Morris do the rest.
James on the takedown. Oakland Patriots with the first bank first down in Riverdale territory. Creasy at quarterback. Morris waits on some blocks. Rumbles down to the 40-yard line. Picks up 8.
Well, it's not rocket science. Morris is just going down the field.
I wonder who's going to get the football.
Well, really. I mean, the push up front
It's
is
been
unbelievable
amazing.
the last 3 plays.
Second down and 2. Morris again. Waits on a hole. Going to get that 2 to the 38. Creasy back in after Freeman was in on this play. Another first bank first down. This Oakland crowd's back into it. Got a Riverdale player down. That's Jalen Thompson. So we're going to have a break in the action here for a second. So they'll attend to him out there for a moment.
Our game tonight is brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agent Dana Womack, located at 805 South Church Street between Farm Credit and the post office. That's State Farm agent Dana Womack, 615-900-0877.
John, we've been following a few other games going on. Green Hill leads Mount Juliet 35-3. That's one we're kind of watching going on over in Wilson County. We'll talk in the postgame show about what some of that means, but Wilson County, this region will be matched up with some of them. Even folks in the crowd are getting mouthy. You got a flag somewhere I can throw? Maybe there's some unsportsmanlike I can throw out here.
Really.
Let's see. Don't see any other scores I can update you on. Let me just run down what we have so far. Stewart's Creek a winner over McGavock, 44-6. Antioch leads Laverne, 28-7. 24-0. Blackman over Coffee County, and Siegel over Rockvale, 20-7. Now, the way I understand it, if Siegel wins, Rockvale's still in the playoffs, but the big loser in that would be Blackman. Even if Blackman wins, they would be the one out of the playoffs. 1st and 10 for Oakland, and it's Ashton Jones on the run this time, and he's going to carry it across the 35. They're going to mark this at about the 32-yard line. So it was Morris, and now Jones. Davis with the tackle for Riverdale. Second down now. 2nd and 4. 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Second and 4. Ball at the 32 of Riverdale. Here's the handoff. And Jones just kind of hurdles the line to the 30, picks up 2. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Guzman on the takedown. John Oakland's just kind of chiseling away, aren't they?
Yeah.
2 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards.
And they want to score, and they don't want any time left.
Here's Freeman. Nope, it's a direct snap to Morris. To the 25-yard line and a first bank first down. .413.
Remember, they've got a pretty good kicker themselves in Jacob Taylor.
That is true. Odie on the tackle for Riverdale.
They need to get about 10 more yards before we think about that. Under 4 minutes to play now.
Morris in the Wildcat. Waits on a hole, comes this way, 20. And going to muscle his way down to the 15-yard line. A little more cowbell from the Oakland fans.
Well, they put Morris in several different looks. That time the Wildcat didn't stop him. In fact, nothing's stopping him right at the moment.
They mark it at the 16-yard line, 2nd and 1. Morris bounces it out right side, has a lot of room to run, breaks it across the 10 to the 9-yard line. Maybe the 8. Odie again on the takedown. We'll see where they actually mark it. They've got to mark it at the 9, so it's 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Ball placed on the right hash.
And we talked about field goal. Now they're in range if they were to be stopped.
Clock drops under 3 minutes. 1st and goal, tie ball game, battle of the borough. Freeman, the give to Jones. Jones breaks it toward the end zone, touchdown pass. 9-yard run, Ashton Jones. Patriots back on top.
A little second effort there and a little push by one of the linemen, and he was able to get in, get those extra yardage.
The score comes with 2:39 to play. That's a Toots touchdown for the Oakland Patriots with the Jacob Taylor point after coming here, and it is up and it is good. So the score, Oakland 24, Riverdale 17. Well, there is a penalty here. Let me check this out. We'll check this. I think it's going to be roughing the kicker, because Jacob Taylor is writhing in pain. I looked up at the scoreboard and didn't see what happened there. We'll let him get attended to here, and we'll give you the update, but they're going to help Jacob up, and he's going to be okay, I think. And we'll get to a break and get on the other side here. We'll tell you about it when we come back. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports. Patriots on top here, 2:39 to play. No penalty, by the way, no penalty. We'll be right back.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-893-1417.
Renters. When you combine State Farm, auto, and renters insurance, you will save money. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love to talk to you about combining your auto and renters insurance to help you save. Call me 615-895-2700.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA. Live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
The game tonight brought to you by Sir Pizza, J. Mullins Jewelry, Carpets by Osborne, Winners Trophies, Donut Country, and Parks Auction. Jacob Taylor not able to kick here, I don't think.
No, it's Noah Rogers who is out to kick off. I think he would have been able to kick, but since there was an injury, timeout. But Noah does okay. He kicks this one into the end zone too.
Oakland always has kickers.
Yep, he's a senior as well. So, well, Riverdale's got 2 minutes and 39 seconds and 80 yards. We'll see what happens.
I don't count Braden Graham out for sure.
Nope. Plenty of time.
They've got 2 timeouts left.
Oakland leads 24-17. They're moving left to right. Crowd on both sides very much into this. Graham, 2 receivers either side. Looking left side. Now looking right side. Has to pass under duress. Finds Braylon Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt's going to be taken down at the 21. And Bronson Crisp was Johnny on the spot. So he's going to have maybe a net gain of 2. So give him the 22-yard line. Second down and 8. 2:10 to play. Clock running. Pass left side, caught out of bounds at the 32, I think. Yes. And Montgomery on the catch. So that'll be enough for the first down. That does stop the clock with 2:04. The first down stopping the clock. Passing offense and first downs and getting out of bounds will help that with the clock situation. Graham scrambles for his life. Pass is complete to Ben Woodruff. Short gain. Corey Smith on the tackle. Gets only a yard. Second down and 9. He was out of bounds that time, so that stopped the clock. With 1:57 to play. John, with the passing offense and getting out of bounds, you've almost got to get them to turn it over on downs to get the ball back, don't you?
It's, he's doing the right thing, trying to go to the sideline to sideline.
Graham looks left. Passes it across the middle of the field. It's going to be caught by Montgomery. 50, 45, 40, and out of bounds. Brock Montgomery gets the ball in Oakland territory here. It may be across the 40. We'll see where the spot is going to be. Big pass play for the Warriors. They do have it at the 38-yard line, so that's a 42-yard pass and catch. First and 10 at the 39. Huge play for the Warriors. First and 10, 1:47 to play. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Graham with Taylor on his right hip. Finds Montgomery. 20 to the left side. 15, 10, 5. Corner of the end zone. Does he get in? No signal. No, he does not.
Got the 2, I believe.
But with 1:34 to play, it's 1st and goal, Warriors. 36-yard rumble after the catch. With the way they're huddled up over there, that I'm afraid there's a flag. I can't see one, but there's a lot of discussion as if there might be a penalty marker. It's 1st and goal from the 1. Maybe there's not.
It would have to have been somewhere earlier than that, I would think.
Yeah. 1st and goal from the 1 for Riverdale. 1st and goal from the 1. Here we go. 1:34 to play. Graham to Taylor. Taylor dives in. Touchdown, Warriors! Warriors find pay dirt. We're an extra away from being tied or a 2-point conversion from the Warriors taking a lead. Riverdale, do they go for 2 here? 1 minute, 30 seconds on the clock. 24-23 your score. I think they're going for 2. They are going for 2 or timeout. Timeout Riverdale. But I do think they're going for 2. Let's take 30 seconds here. 30 seconds. We'll be right back and see what happens. Riverdale trails by 1 with an all-important extra point or 2-point conversion coming up on State Farm Prep Sports.
If someone asked, what's your more? Would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Well, we are back, and Riverdale is going for 2 to try to take the lead. There's still a minute and a half left to play. 2-point try. Braden Graham with DJ Taylor on his right hip. Montgomery, one of 2 receivers. Man in motion left to right. Graham rolls out right side. Pass is batted in the air and pulled in at the last second by Braylon Vanderbilt. Warriors, 2-point try. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! 25-24.
What a game. What a game.
Warriors 25. Patriots 24. It's not over yet. Still a minute and a half to play. Still a minute and a half to go. You never know. This ball game's not over, John.
Well, here's what you have to do if you're Riverdale. You got to stop Dwan Morris. I mean, you've got to stop him. You can't let him run off a 20 or 30 yards at a peak. Keep him. If he gets 7 or 8, so be it. They only have 1 timeout left, and that clock's going to run if they keep it on the ground. But Oakland's got things up his sleeve. You know, it's Kevin Creasy, so here we go.
Well, you really only have to get into field goal range.
Correct. You have a kicker that's down, so Noah Rogers is probably thinking, well,
yeah,
here we go.
I think he could probably kick.
Oh, yeah.
Riverdale has taken their first lead in this game. Well, here's Armand. Kick away. It's over the head, and it's going to be at the 20-yard line, so no run back. A minute and a half.
This Riverdale crowd has gone nuts.
Student section across the way. Jumping in the air. You can probably hear them on our crowd mic. Here we go. It's Kyler Creasy. Empty backfield. Creasy finds Morris. Morris 20, 25, 30. And he's going to be down the 37-yard line. First down will stop the clock, 1:21.
Well, what they're doing there, pass him the ball, get it to him in the open field, and see what he can do.
Here's Creasy, a flag. Clock stops at 1:16.
That's on Oakland.
False start against the Patriots.
Still a lot of time left.
That Riverdale band is playing loudly across the way. Wide out, Kalijah King. Right side, Chase Bandy goes out there. 1 of 3. 2 more here to the near side. Kyler Creasy in the pocket. Rolls out here near side. Passes this way. Pass caught and then out of bounds. Nope, they're going to wave it off. They say incomplete. Intended for Crisp. 55.5 seconds on the clock. Incomplete pass makes it 2nd down and 15 now.
Well, Riverdale's going to give them that, I think. What they don't want is getting Morris out in open field and doing his magic. That's exactly what Oakland wants, though, however. If you're an Oakland fan, you want to see that.
Coming here to the near side is King, so twins to either side. Creasy in trouble, ball loose and recovered by Riverdale. Ball recovered by the Warriors, and with the football is Joseph Guzman, and that's probably going to do it here, friends.
Got hit from behind. I don't know that Creasy ever saw him. Guzman was the man of the hour right there.
Guzman recovering it, and that's it. And all the Warriors have to do here is line up in victory formation. They take a knee. And across the way, the Warriors go berserk. Something that has not happened in 12 years. 12 years. Another knee, and that's going to wind it up. There it is. Jubilation from across the way. The Riverdale Warriors have won the Battle of the Borough. Pandemonium here on Patriot Drive as Riverdale comes to Oakland and ends the 69-game home win streak, ends the 58-game region win streak, ends the 49-game win streak against Rutherford County opponents, ends the 12 in a row in the Battle of the Borough, and for the first time ever wins the Battle of the Borough trophy. It goes to Warrior Drive for the first time ever. Riverdale 25, Oakland 24. There's Will Kreisky jumping for joy with his players across the way.
Well, it didn't start off very good for the Warriors.
It
but
sure didn't.
It sure ended like a picture storybook finish. You know, down 17-0. You think, man, I don't know if you can come back from that. But Braden Graham stepped up, and Brock Montgomery and Williams all stepped up and took this team to victory.
Something else. 25-24 final score. Riverdale, region champions, defeating the Oakland Patriots tonight. A lot to discuss on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. That's coming up next here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Does being a caregiver for your loved one wear you out? Then Arosa Care is here to help. Arosa has an experienced team of caregivers and licensed care managers who help families make educated decisions regarding the aging process. This is Erin Keogh Rankin. Let me help you. Call us at 615-848-6774 or find us at arosacare.com.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
An app for easy payment. Solar energy solutions.
I just want to talk to a real person when I need help. Energy tips and low rates.
Done, 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 done.
I want to fly my car to the moon.
Houston, let's talk about electric vehicles. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to Oakland High School and Ray Hughes Stadium. It's time for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, 890-1311, or check them out online at PrenticeAllsup.com. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air on West College Street. While we have a quick moment, let's give you a quick update right here on WGNS on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard.
Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update now.
So as we update things, 25-24, Riverdale winning the Battle of the Borough tonight. First time in, since 2012 that Riverdale has won this game. And also a final tonight, Siegel 20, Rockvale 7. So Siegel in the playoffs. And despite a 31-14 win for Blackman, Blackman's season ends tonight. Blackman will not be a playoff team. We'll talk about the playoff situation and how all that looks here in just a few. Stewart's Creek, a 44-6 winner over McGavick this evening. And it was Antioch defeating Laverne 28-14 tonight. And that's a quick look at your scoreboard here this evening. So there you go. A look at the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard from tonight. Have not had a chance to look at scores from the other regions here just yet and what's going on with all of that. But I will give you a look at all of that here in just a few and what we have so far in what's going on there. See if I can get that to actually pop up. Actually, it says service unavailable on my other source, so that's not really good. I guess it's crashing the servers, everybody trying to look. So I'll try to give that a peek. Well, Danny Brewer was on the sidelines tonight watching this game, and Danny, it was 17-0 Oakland at halftime, and then third quarter, it was 17-0 Riverdale third quarter. And all of a sudden, we had us a ball game, and then it was kind of Katie bar the door. All the momentum after halftime shifted to Riverdale, and it was really hard for Oakland to get that momentum back, although I think they did a pretty good job of that long drive coming down and scoring the touchdown, but they had given enough time for Riverdale to come down and score again.
Absolutely. You know, I think that it was a tale of two halves without question. This was such a great football game. We're talking about a double-tipped two-point conversion that Riverdale converts, and that's the difference in this ball game. 1 point. The teams are very evenly matched. You know, I think that you have on both sides of the coin here, for Oakland, it's ball control with the running game. With Riverdale, it's ball control with the passing game. The short passing game in the second half was hitting on all cylinders. The receivers were finding the seams, and you know I give a lot of credit to Riverdale for what they come out and did in the second half. Braden Graham was outstanding as far as checking his receivers, finding who was open in the seams, and they did an excellent job of finding the holes. And you know, I don't know the exact stats, but I think through the third quarter, Oakland maybe had 5, 6 offensive snaps, and that was it in the entire third quarter because it was all Riverdale.
Yeah. You know, there are little things that happen in a game, but I really thought that Oakland turnover that gave Riverdale the ball was a huge play in that ball game.
That's what so, you know, we talked about it at halftime. The opening drive was extremely critical for Riverdale. Hats off to them. They answered the call. They went down, scored. So then what happens? And I don't really know what occurred there. It's almost like the center snapped the ball off his own leg. It never got to the Oakland quarterback. The ball's laying there on the ground, and then Riverdale pounces on it, and huge momentum. They convert, and yeah, man, huge play right there. Huge play.
Well, I think it's not even a question that these two teams are going to be the two teams to beat in this part of the bracket to get to the semifinal game, don't you think?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And what I'm looking forward to is that third-round matchup at Riverdale because, like I said, you're talking about a ball that's double-tipped because the Oakland defender on the two-point conversion, the Oakland defender, he was right there, and he tipped the ball, and then the ball got tipped again, and it wound up going into Vanderbilt's hands, I believe, for the two-point conversion. So, you know, you're talking about a double-tip ball away from us going to overtime or you know, from Oakland winning the football game. So it's one of those things where it was separated by one play. This game was separated by one play.
Yeah, well, and, coaches are going to say it shouldn't come down to one play. There are other things that happen and all of that stuff. And I guess there's some truth to that. But, ball games can happen in many different ways, obviously. But you never know what kind of momentum you can get going through playoffs. But, you play this game a different time, a different date. You remember what happened just a few weeks ago when you get into playoffs. So, I mean, it matters that you win or lose a game. For instance, if you play this game in a few weeks in a playoff, you remember that you beat that team. You have confidence. But you also remember you lost to that team. Does that make sense?
Oh, without question. It's a motivator on both sides, of the, especially for Riverdale having not beaten Oakland in so many years.
Right.
But for Oakland, it's gas for their fire because, hey, they've realized, and I don't think that they had the big head coming in this game because Creasy's too good a coach. They're too well grounded. But they will remember that they lost this football game on their home turf. So, yes, that's why, like I said, I'm looking very forward, and I hope they both get there to the third-round matchup at Riverdale.
Well, Danny, I know playoffs begin next week. We still have so many scores left out there and don't really know what the matchups are going to be. I know we'll find out a lot about that in the morning. There are still some crazy things that are going on. Green Hill just beat the stuffing out of Mount Juliet tonight, which just shocks me, 35-3. So we'll find out how all of that looks in the morning. But, I still haven't seen how the Independence and all of that looks. But playoffs next week, it's that time of the year.
Exciting, the second season is about to begin. Everybody's 0-0 going into it, but the thing about the second season is it's win or go home.
That's right. Brentwood beat Ravenwood. Brentwood looks like they're awfully strong down there in Region 6.
That region, I guess Brentwood's undefeated, and so when you think about the Williamson County region, they have been not too far behind Rutherford County as far as their balance of power and their talent level because usually those teams are all pretty doggone good.
Summit won, and Brentwood won and Summit won, so I think that means Brentwood is going to be the 1, Ravenwood the 2, Summit 3, and Independence 4 from the way I looked at the playoff possibilities there. So with Smyrna being the 1, that looks like they're going to be hosting Independence.
Big game for Smyrna. They've run into Independence a few times in the past and not been lucky enough to beat them. So it's a good challenge for Smyrna. Very, very, very motivating for them to hopefully they can take care of business this time because in the past Independence has come to Smyrna and beaten the Bulldogs.
And that means with Stewart's Creek being the 3, they will travel to Ravenwood.
Tough matchup, but hey, anything can happen. The thing about Stewart's Creek is they've got some big play players. They've got some big play capabilities, and their defense is pretty good.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. We'll talk all about it in the morning, and I guess we'll see you on the Coaches Show.
Appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a safe trip home.
All right, will do. That's Danny Brewer joining us here on the Renaissance Heating and Air postgame show here on News Radio WGNS. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and have more of the postgame show. A quick timeout here from Oakland High School. It was Riverdale defeating the Patriots tonight in the Battle of the Borough 25-24.
It's Brian. I want to tell you why I absolutely love First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. As soon as you go in or pull up to the drive-thru, there's always a hi, what can I do for you? I've been seeing the same faces for many, many years, and that says something about them. At First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, it's more than banking. It's about people. I guarantee you'll feel the same way. If you're not getting that from your bank, come on over with me to First National Bank of Middle Tennessee on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
John Ding is back with you here, and it's time for our Sir Pizza replays. We started out with Oakland scoring first in this one tonight. A 33-yard field goal by Jacob Taylor.
Sir Pizza game replays.
So this a 33-yard field goal attempt. Snap, set, good. The kick is away, and the kick is good. The Oakland Patriots draw first blood here against the Riverdale Warriors. The kick up and good, and the Patriots lead 3-0.
And Oakland came back again with 2:36 to go in the first quarter. This time it was Dwan Morris.
Sir Pizza game replays.
Oh, a big run. Off to the races for Oakland. 30, 40, 50, 40. It's Morris. He's gone. He's gone. 80 yards. Dwan Morris to the house. Touchdown. Patriots.
Boy, they got all kind of jumbled up there at the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden you see him just flying out of there, and there was nobody there to pick him up. Oakland scored one more time, but right before the half, 3:59 to go, and Morris again on a 3-yard run.
Sir Pizza game replays.
They're going to have Bullard plow the road, and Morris, touchdown from the 3. They put the bulldozer, Bullard in there, and Morris in there for the Oakland touchdown, Patriots.
Well, it took a while, but they finally made it, and the interception by Tutt was a huge turnover there, and he picked it off, and then they just methodically ran down the field, and even with penalties, they were still able to bring it in. It was 17-0 at halftime. It was all Oakland in that first half. Riverdale got the ball first on the kickoff in the second half, and we mentioned at the time this was going to be crucial, and indeed it was. It took about 6 minutes, but this 4-yard pass from Graham to Montgomery put Riverdale on the scoreboard.
Sir Pizza game replays.
Back to pass, looks to the left side end zone, and Montgomery hauls it in, touchdown. Warriors, a 4-yard strike, and the Warriors find pay dirt.
He threw that ball high up in the air. Knew Montgomery, with his height and his ability and athleticism, was able to bring that ball down. It was good coverage by Oakland with just a perfect pass and catch. And it was 17-7 Oakland. Things looking good. Then a fumble recovery by Riverdale with 2:34 to go in the third led to this field goal by Armand.
Sir Pizza game replays.
Back-to-back 5-yard penalties makes this a 40-yard field goal attempt for Khalil Armand. Snap a bit high. The kick is away. The kick is long enough and good. It's good anyway for Khalil Armand. A 40-yard field goal, and it's a 7-point ball game.
That made it 17-10. We had a game. Then with 7:21 to go in the fourth, Riverdale had shut down Oakland a couple of times, and this 10-yard pass from Graham to Williams.
Sir Pizza game replays.
Graham looking to the corner of the end zone, hauled in. Is it a touchdown? It is! Touchdown, Warriors! The Warriors have tied the ball game up almost. Keyshawn Williams hauls in. We're an extra away from being tied here in the Battle of the Borough.
And that made it 17-all. Oakland, though, got new life with 2:39 to go in the ball game. This 9-yard run by Ashton Jones.
Sir Pizza game replays.
The give to Jones. Jones breaks it toward the end zone. Touchdown pass. 9-yard run, Ashton Jones. Patriots back on top.
little second effort there and a little push by one of the linemen, and he was able to get those extra yardage. And that made it 24-17 Oakland, looking good for the Patriots. But with 1:30 to go left in the game, this 1-yard run as Braden Graham took him down the field, and this 1-yard run by Taylor capped it off.
Sir Pizza game replays.
To Taylor. Taylor dives in. Touchdown, Warriors! Warriors find pay dirt. We're an extra away from being tied or a 2-point conversion from the Warriors taking a lead.
They went for 2, the big decision. Do you tie it? Well, with 1:30, we debated it here, but Will Kreisky rolled the dice, and they scored the 2-point conversion, and the final score was Riverdale 25 and Oakland 24. Big, big game for the Riverdale Warriors, and that's your Sir Pizza replays.
We do it your way, Sir Pizza.
That's your Sir Pizza game replays. Be sure to check out WGNSSports.com for the podcast of the game and Sir Pizza for your next family night. Serving since 1965 with the best pizza in Rutherford County. They're ready to feed your hungry family on Memorial Boulevard, South Church at Veterans Parkway, and on East Main Street. Sir Pizza, good to the very edge.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Well, we've seen it many times before, Rod, but it was a tale of two halves, wasn't it?
It definitely was. But we talked about at halftime, what does Riverdale have to do? And apparently Coach Kreisky got a good message across to him. Hey, you're a good team. You just got to play with confidence, and they did it.
And, Buddy, it took Will Kreisky a lot. I give him credit, a lot of guts to go for that 2-point conversion at the end.
Right. Because it pretty much way Oakland grounds the ball, the game would have been over.
Yeah. And if they –
it wasn't easy either. I mean, Danny was talking about how that was tipped twice.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes breaks are great.
But I don't think he wanted to go into overtime because I think that Oakland ground game would have eaten up a lot of the clock, and it would all depend on that.
But, to me, as that second half went, for the first time we've seen Graham totally discombobulated the first half.
Yeah.
I mean, he totally was – he was frustrated.
Tell the two quarterbacks.
You're right. And then he became Braden Graham again in the second half. He got confident, but I loved the way he was rolling out. Started making it as part of his, protection, so the defense couldn't get to him on the trying to get a sack for him, and he started rolling and under control and started making sharp passes, like you said, short. But then it got longer. The first long pass really was the one across the other side for the touchdown to Montgomery.
Yeah,
and I think that really gave him confidence. Now we can move it out.
Montgomery really showed up in the fourth quarter. I mean, he
that
really
last
did.
drive.
Yeah,
I mean, it was basically Montgomery and Graham.
Well, Rod, you've got the defensive stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, and Winners Trophies.
We had a lot of good defensive plays tonight, a lot of hard hitting, a game that what we expect for being the two of the top teams in the state of Tennessee. Evanston had 4 tackles. Jalen Thompson had 3. Keyshawn Williams had 3. Okay, I keep on saying Ote. What is it?
Odie.
Okay. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't, but he had 5 tackles tonight.
I don't know that he's ever gotten it, but go ahead.
Okay. Guzman had 4 tackles, but he had the big fumble recovery that changed the momentum.
Yeah.
First half, really think about it, first half, momentum changed with the interception. Second half, it changed with that fumble recovery. So those turnovers were big with it. Then Traylon Davis lived up to form. He led the team with 8. Then Morris and Gunn each had 6. Now for the Oakland Patriots, the leading tackler, Corey Smith, like he's been doing since he was a sophomore. He was all over the place. He had 10 tackles. Trey Johnson had 5. Bronson Crisp had 5. Caleb Ellison 6. Quentin Norfolk 5. Craig Tutt had the interception we talked about. Trey Odom had 4, but he also had 2 of the sacks.
Yeah, it was a really good defensive game by both teams in spurts.
Yeah, but I think too, very important is give Riverdale credit. They really shut Oakland down the
Two
first
big
part of the
drives.
second half.
Yeah.
You know, they gave them time to come back and score, but if the Oakland got the ball and ate up clock or maybe scored, then they wouldn't have caught them. But those stops during that period of time where they basically were 3 and out really helped them in that turn the game around.
And you could see the desperation in that last drive Oakland had to go get in front. They really poured it on. That offensive line worked hard, and Morris got them down the field, and they score.
And then when they got about the 30-yard line, they went to a wildcat, you know, and I think that because it's quicker. You don't have to worry about a handoff to it. You were hitting the hole quicker than you've been hitting, and that changes the timing and all. And that moved them on through then.
Almost left up too much time. You know, he had 2 minutes and some odd with 2 timeouts, and Braden Graham got the job done. Let's take a look at the offensive stats. Braden Graham, 4 carries, minus 2 yards, sacked about 3 times in the game. DJ Taylor, 13 carries for 60 yards, just enough running to keep him a little bit more honest. And Braden Graham, listen to this. He only had 49 yards passing in the first half, 203 in the second half, and he wound up 26 of 35 for 252 yards and 1 interception, but he also had a touchdown pass in there as well. So big night for Braden Graham, particularly in that second half. Riverdale rushed for 24 in the first half, 29 in the second for 53 yards, 24 rushing in the first, 49 passing for 73 yards in the first half. They rushed for 29 in the second half and 203 in the air for 232. They wind up with 305 yards total offense. For Oakland, Ashton Jones, a good night, 10 carries, 42 yards, a touchdown. Dwan Morris, tremendous night, 25 carries, 256 yards on the ground. And Creasy was 2 of 4, make that 4 of 7 for 29 yards. Freeman 1 for 1, 11 yards. And they rushed for 212 in the first, 90 in the second for 302 yards. They passed for 13 in the first, 29 in the second for 42 yards. So the total offense, actually, they had more yardage, 344. 2 different type teams. One's a running attack, one's a passing attack.
Right.
The passing attack won out tonight, 25-24 Riverdale. And those are look at your stats. Again, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, and Winners Trophies. Brian?
All right. Well, we now turn our attention to playoffs.
Yeah, but I must say before we do that, that was a classic game tonight.
Right.
That may be one of the best football games I've seen in a long, long time.
One live up to its hype.
Yeah,
You look at it, there's a possibility this could be.
And it didn't look that way at first, did it?
No.
Well, we had talked about it all week, and we thought early on in the season, you know, this could be. We talked about it, you know, but you go into it every year and you think it could be, and then it doesn't.
Right.
You know, so you always go in it a little apprehensive, but we really thought that this could be the year that it, you know, because we've seen Riverdale quite a bit this year and seen Oakland quite a bit. And 2 really different styles. And it was definitely one of those that's a classic.
Yeah. One of the greatest moments of the game, though, was Clark Blair at the end of the game looking for someone to hug, and no one came.
Well, of course they did.
Just standing around, just wandering around, hoping somebody would say something to him, but nothing happened.
He couldn't find a little kid or anybody.
Nothing,
just nobody.
Well, we've seen Riverdale really grow up.
Yes.
I think so.
And part of it was using Oakland's plan. Go play people out somewhere else that are really tough, that really challenge you a different way, and I think they grew from that experience.
Well, you know, I think when I was talking to Danny, I kind of projected ahead, and, you know, but I think we have a tendency to do that. But by far and away, I think these are the 2 best teams in this part of the bracket.
Mm-hmm.
And only one of those is going to be able to go further.
And maybe the 2 best in the 6A Middle Tennessee.
Probably so.
The other side of the bracket, too.
But you know, who goes from there and goes further, you know, and we always lose one of those teams.
Right.
Which is a shame.
Yes. Yeah. But my point about that is, you know, both of these teams are going to remember this game in 2 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Oakland's going to look at that and remember this game and think, you know, get revenge. But Riverdale's going to be able to look at this game and think, we can beat you guys. We've already beaten you, and have confidence.
Right.
Where if Riverdale had lost this game, you may be thinking in the back of your mind, even if it was a close loss, can we beat you? We haven't. So you look at that differently. So
and the halftime adjustments that were made by Will Kreisky in this game were pretty doggone good.
Offense and defense.
Yes.
Yeah. Playoffs begin next week. We do know some of the picture. Let me just tell you that, and I'm not sure why this game is still in the third quarter, but with 14 seconds left in the third quarter, Gallatin 29, Lebanon 23. So that one's still going. I can tell you that Green Hill beat Mount Juliet 35-3. These are the teams that Riverdale and Oakland and Rockvale and Siegel will be playing. Cookeville beat Wilson Central 34-8. So the way I know some of the 6A bracket, okay? Smyrna will host Independence. Ravenwood will host Stewart's Creek. So that's all that we know for sure. We got to get all that Wilson County mess situated. So Riverdale will be the 1 seed. Oakland will be the 2 seed. Siegel will be the 3 seed. And Rockvale will be the 4 seed. So that's the way that's going to work out. Where we'll broadcast next week, I'm not sure. So we usually try to pick something. We're just to be honest with you, we're probably leaning toward a Siegel or a Rockvale game, depending on where that game will be and that kind of thing. Just to kind of let you know. And I can also tell you that the single A bracket is almost done, and Eagleville has, West Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
So Eagleville will play West Carroll, and that is on the road for them. MTCS is off, but their Division II single A bracket is out. They've got a bye. So they've won the first week. And so we'll have the rest of that. I'll have it posted on the website. We'll get to all of that in the morning and hash all that out. But they'll be working late into the night, burning the midnight oil. But that's it for us. We've got a long haul. We've got a long way to walk all this equipment up.
Yeah, I thought about leaving early, but.
Did you? I'm glad you didn't. So that's going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you, fellas. Been a fun night.
Thank you, Brian.
Exciting game.
Yes, it was. So
you don't want to do the scoreboard one more time? Oh, okay.
Well, I will as we
okay.
Go out of here. So we'll get out of here tonight and run down the scoreboard and give you our final thank yous. Tonight, Siegel a winner over Rockvale 20-7. Blackman a winner over Coffee County 31-14. Stewart's Creek defeats McGavock 44-6. And it was Antioch over Laverne 28-14. And Riverdale defeats Oakland 25-24. Let's see. Our thanks to, of course, John Dinkins and Rod Edwards here. Our producers tonight have been Jackson Smith and Noah Seiler. Thank you so very, very much for listening in. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast of the 56th meeting between Oakland and Riverdale in the Battle of the Borough. Playoffs begin next week. We'll have coverage for you right here on News Radio WGNS. That's going to do it from Ray Hughes Stadium in Oakland High School. I'm Brian Barrett. So long, everyone, until the next time we meet at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNS.